introduce this shit. Welcome back, y'all. My name is Cashews.
It's your boy TK.
It's your girl Diamonds.
And it's your girl Tasty.
And we are
Hip Hop Millennials Podcast.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
y'all.
Hell
What's
yeah,
up?
we
We
back. New episode, new week.
But yeah, no, like I was saying, my week, it's been pretty good. But like I said, diving into this business, it's a lot, man. As far as like, legal stuff and making sure you got this. And then I'm learning too, supplies is really, really what kill people. Like, I think I made like 4 shirts and I have no vinyl left.
It's expensive.
Like,
it takes money to make money.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And this
like,
is
for
the
real.
stuff that make you get discouraged or it gives you the fire.
what?
You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yeah.
Facts.
So before you even get all the way into it, I would suggest just go ahead and overload on vinyl.
Yeah.
Like buy in
Yeah,
bulk.
yeah, buy in bulk.
Yeah.
Because
See, it take you a long time to realize what you need before you can do that.
Yeah,
see
you
what
gotta
I'm saying?
start.
Yeah. Like, and I ain't gonna lie, I done fucked up so much vinyl, y'all. Learning the hard way, like, because I'm a type of person, like, my wife hated, fuck an instructions book. Don't give me the instructions. I do it on my own.
Yeah.
Like, I done fucked up so
Yeah.
much shit not reading the instructions. Like,
Yeah.
that might just be a man thing. I don't
hey, yo,
know.
read the instruction.
No, fuck that.
This your business.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I fucked up so much vinyl, like, oh, you do it
Yeah,
this
before
way. Like,
once you start realizing you wasting fucking money,
that's
yeah,
what
you
it was.
You gonna do
Yes.
that shit? You know
I
what I'm
wasted
saying?
a whole roll on some dumb shit. Like, you fucking
Yeah.
idiot.
Hey, do you get the high quality vinyl?
Hell, you got to.
Yeah.
Like, if you going to get some shit, you got to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So you're not getting it from a Dollar Tree.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
I
Or
order
make
my
look.
shit.
So
hell no.
shout that clothing line out for us.
Appreciate TrueKingsClothingLine.com. You know what I'm saying? And I got another page I got to come out with for my actual personal stuff that I make, but for the regular generic stuff, it's TrueKingsClothing.com. Come check me out.
Hell yeah,
Hey.
man! Y'all got
Yes.
you got hoodies, t-shirts.
Nah, not yet. I
You
need
don't got
to,
hoodies,
though. I got butt bags. I got t-shirts, long sleeves, and stuff like that.
but he finna have hoodies ASAP.
Oh yeah, ASAP.
everybody's
It's
getting cold.
Yeah, you already
Yeah.
know it's coming. It's coming.
By the time y'all hear this, it'll be what up. Look,
hey, on me.
Available.
real shit, man. Hey, shout out to black-owned businesses.
Man,
Facts,
for sure. We got
facts,
it. We
facts.
got it.
Hell yeah. And my week, mentally, I'm going to be, everybody protect your mental health, man. Because I had some really high highs this week and like a really low randomly. Like I was just like, and it was all mental. You know what I'm saying? And it's because you can be overworked.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. We all like that grind 25/8, 24/7.
Right.
But get your rest,
Yeah.
get proper amount of sleep, and protect your mental health by doing things that make you feel good. Don't take out enjoyment. Just because you're working and making money, still have fun and relax.
Right.
You need downtime. If you don't have downtime, you ain't gonna be good for nobody around you or yourself.
At all.
Like I was like super excited one day at work, and then like all of a sudden I was blessed one day, and I felt blessed. I was looking at everything that I had, and then the next day I was like excited, hyped. My body was excited, but then I realized like I just went all the way down. I don't know why.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So
real
it's
shit
just like, and
happens.
I finally got a little time to myself, and I was like, oh yeah, it's just too much going on.
Yeah,
You
sometimes
know
you
what
get
I'm saying?
overwhelmed.
You
know
get
what I'm saying?
overwhelmed,
Like,
and that's exactly the words that I used. I was like, all right, I'm a little overwhelmed right now. And I can say it now. You know, back in the day, you didn't have words for the way you was feeling necessarily, but now I realize, yo, I'm overwhelmed right now. I need to chill, and I ain't afraid to admit that. We all get to these points where your ass need to chill.
That's it. Sit down, take a breather. You know what I'm saying?
Stop and
Exactly.
smell the roses.
Exactly.
Facts.
But now your boy is good. It's the weekend. Whether it's Saturday, Sunday, I get to chill and be around my people, do my pod. You know what I'm saying? And enjoy myself.
Yeah.
My week was straight. I just basically got back into working out again. I wanted to go
Hey, I'm talking
like
about
walking
Workouts,
again and
fucking
stuff
right.
like that. And just it
Awesome,
really
awesome.
does help. Like it helps like
How's
free your
school
mind,
going?
peace, and everything. So I just do like 3 or 4 laps around my neighborhood. Sometimes I run up that hill. There's a big old hill that's across the street from my neighborhood, and I run up that, come down, go around, just make my rounds, and that really does help me mentally, just to release
Yeah, that
everything.
little break.
Facts,
Yeah, for
facts.
real.
And seeing results on your body always make you feel
Yeah,
good.
for sure.
Facts.
Facts.
Hell yeah.
Tasty.
Oh, we've been okay. It's
Okay.
right.
Right.
I mean,
No more ghosting.
I just, I'm not gonna date anymore. I'm just pausing.
Don't do that.
It's true, though.
No,
Sometimes you
not
do
that.
like I'm giving up on love or anything in that
Yeah.
nature. No, I don't feel that way, but I think that I need to focus on me. I'm getting into some different things and dabbling in different things that's kind of different for me. I don't want to speak on it too soon. You know what I'm saying? But So I
up
think
your
that
horizon
I
completely.
need to focus more on that and what, focus my energy in the things that I'm trying to do versus really, you know what I'm saying? And then when that time comes, if it's meant to be, then that's what it's going to be. But, but I mean, my week was okay. Nothing super eventful. I'll be, y'all know I work a regular job. We all got regular jobs and, people, I think, change, let's just say, is good. And I just always be trying to stay positive. And even though I be going through a lot of things, mentally, I always know how to look what I have and be thankful and be like, yeah, you might be feeling like this, but, you're not homeless. Your bills paid. You got a job. You got a car. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I always try to look at the positive things and what I have going and, focus on that. So that's how my week was. Pretty good,
Yeah, facts.
But-
Good. Well, shit, man. That's what's up, man. I had one more thing to say before we got off that topic, and it was put your energy in things that amount to something.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. Like with piggybacking off what you were saying about just relationships and all that. If you gonna, and it's not just to you in general. It's just when you dealing with people, you have to know that the people you dealing with, this is going to go somewhere.
For sure.
Because at this point, nobody got time to waste on anything. And like when it comes to following your dreams, chasing your dreams, or any type of work you're putting in, anything that takes energy, it needs to lead to something.
Yeah.
And that's where shit goes wrong. Motherfuckers be focusing their energy on bullshit.
Right.
But hell yeah, man, let's get this shit popping off. Hey, this has been a really eventful week, y'all.
It sure has,
Especially in
man.
hip-hop.
It's
In
been going
hip-hop.
crazy.
Crazy.
Everybody wilding.
Hey, let's kick this off, man. Did y'all hear Lil Baby's album?
Yeah, I heard some songs on it. I
Yeah.
think
I did a
I'm
little
definitely a
play.
fan.
A Lil Baby fan?
For sure. You know what I'm
heard that,
saying?
man. How does Lil Hey, how does your nigga in the street? Let's speaking of Hey, that's his first single from his new album. His new album is called Only Me. It's the follow up to his debut that was released in 2020, My Turn, which was multi-platinum.
That was fire.
This is his sophomore effort. It looked like he might beat the sophomore jinx, sophomore slump.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I was listening to the album all week in the car, and I'm going to say I do like the album.
Yeah.
I
do
ain't
too.
got too many complaints about
like
it,
it. Yeah.
but
It's growing on
My Turn is a better album.
I would feel
and
that
it's not
better.
just because it's his first. It's just the songs. I like a lot more of them in a different way.
Yeah.
These
I can
are
relate
hits.
to more of
Exactly.
them.
These are hits.
Yeah.
And he was. You could feel the hunger in My Turn.
Yes.
Like he said, it's my turn.
Right.
Right,
I think
exactly.
and
You
I
know?
think what it is a lot of times as artists, they go out and they put on, you know what I'm saying, because they know that's what people want to hear.
Yup.
And once they get
Yup.
established
Oh,
and
they-
become
they
who
make
they
what they
are,
wanna make.
you know what I'm saying? And I think now he's at a point in his career where he's making the type of music that he wants to make and he
Versus
wants to,
what you have to.
right
Yeah.
to
See,
sell
I
records.
actually feel differently.
Yeah?
I feel on your first album, you're making the music you want to make. And then after that, people expect something from you and you keep trying to mimic that.
I
Like
feel
you're
like
trying
you
to
do the
create
music that the
hits.
label
now.
wants you to make.
You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like when you first come out, like they always say,
Like,
your
this
first,
just me.
your first
Yeah.
album is
It's-
your
it's-
whole
it's
life.
no
It-
industry
It
influence.
take your whole
Yeah.
life to make that first album. It's
Right.
literally me. But then the second album, they like, you got to do it again, baby.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't fuck up.
And
That's
you
got
think it's
more
the pressure?
Executives
it's
in your
pressure.
head.
It's
Yeah.
absolute
The
pressure.
pressure.
That's why y'all see people sophomore slump is real. Like you need to make hits, and you trying to make it sound a certain way because you want success.
Yeah.
'Cause
But let's be honest. So, but we've been seeing that people ain't feeling it.
they ain't feeling that first single. Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the hook.
I like it though.
I like
I
the
do too. I think
verses.
it's
I can't say I do.
catchy.
I like the
I do.
I can't
verses.
say I
The
do.
hook ain't that strong to me,
Yeah.
and it's not just the hey part. It's the words. I'm like,
I don't know if I'm biased because I'm a fan. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I definitely am a Lil Baby fan. Like
Yeah.
I will buy, concert ticket. Like I'm a fan.
Did you buy the album?
I have Apple Music, so I just
Stream
I
now.
stream.
But that's the
Hey,
same. It's the same. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
what it is now.
I pay for
It's
that.
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
similar.
But no, I
But
didn't
so
buy
do
the
they
album.
still make?
Yes,
how do
they
you buy
always
an
make
album?
hard. Go to Target. You can buy. You
No,
can buy.
you can buy it. You
You
go
can
to
buy it.
Apple.
I may be old,
But
but
you
I
can-
hella didn't know
You
that.
can buy
Yeah, you can
a
purchase
physical
it,
copy
yeah.
of any album that. Cause they show that shit in the
I
stores. Like
did
you
not
could go
know
to
that.
like
I thought we were
Target,
just because my car damn
Walmart.
sure ain't going for that shit.
No, you definitely could go to like
That's crazy,
Walmart
huh?
and buy a CD.
I
And
didn't know
also
that.
you
can buy it
have
on the
Or you could go
streaming platform,
online.
too.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could
you
go
can buy
online
it.
and purchase it. Like, say if you didn't have
iTunes
Apple
store.
Music or something like that,
okay. You
can
like
buy
then
it
you
on
could
Spotify.
just
I feel so damn
download
old.
and
But
buy
if,
the.
if you go to the iTunes store, it's going to come up on your phone just like it would
Oh,
if you
like an
stream
Oscar
it, but you
version.
actually
Okay,
paid for it.
Yeah.
And who really wants to do that?
Right.
That's what I'm like.
I pay a
Apple Music is subscription, right? That's why I was
Yeah.
like, I know you can still buy them. So I was like,
I do it with people I really like.
The last
Me
album
too.
I
Makes
bought was
sense.
like
Yeah, you
Only
really wanna
certain,
support
certain
them.
The
people.
latest one?
No.
Oh, you ain't
no.
want to buy the latest Beyonce?
You know,
I didn't.
Yeah, and that's from a
And
real
I'm
big.
you did?
I am behind. Me too. What? Like, girl,
She
I'm
didn't
a
buy it,
diehard
though.
Beyonce
You did?
fan.
She said she
I
didn't.
You know, she's
I didn't buy
changing.
it. I didn't buy it. I didn't like the direction she
yeah.
went.
You know,
I didn't
I-
like where she
Y'all don't
was.
wanna-
y'all don't want to take her soul?
I just,
Hold on, New
You wanna take my
Jerseys.
soul?
New Jerseys.
I just
I like
feel
certain songs on the album, but I don't
if
like
you're
that direction that
if
she
you're a
chose to go in.
fan,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
expect certain things
Yes.
from her, and
Yes.
that wasn't given
No.
what she give.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And
for,
fan
from
don't mean
that
I'm buying
aspect
everything you
of
do.
it,
Right.
I wasn't a fan of it.
Hell yeah, but we gonna see. His first week numbers haven't came back yet, but we gonna see if it's success. We
They
all
said he
think.
Hopefully
killed
he
it on
do
the
good,
streaming
though.
chart. They
Yeah.
said all.
all
First, the
yeah.
whole album was on there. I think now
Yeah.
it's down to like
He,
13
he was
songs or
taking
something
all
like that.
first 28 songs.
Yeah, first
was
all
on
of
him.
them was on
Yeah,
there.
For real.
and that's off the hype because everybody want to hear it.
That's,
Yeah.
You know
that's,
what I'm saying?
that's. But I think when it all said and done, I think he'll have a good solid.
I do
album.
too.
Yeah, for sure. Just
So-
based off his fans.
Hell yeah, he got a solid fan base right now.
Yeah,
You know,
for
the
sure.
hate.
Shout out to Baby, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, the hate ain't really started. So let me go.
And-
Yeah,
my fault.
go ahead.
But no, he a real one because on the album, the day his album released, he actually was at the jail with Lala and the pastor speaking to the inmates. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some real shit.
Oh, that's
Like,
dope.
You could be out turning up, throwing money on
Yeah.
strippers, but he was doing something positive. You know
Oh,
what I'm
that's
saying?
dope.
Yeah, that is
Shout out to Baby for
staying
that.
close to the streets.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but I'm gonna go through and just break down a couple songs that stood out to me. Real Spill, the intro, Stand on It. I like. I definitely like Nardo Wick song Pop Out. He has a song also with Future From Now On that I fuck with. He
I like
talking
that
that
song.
shit.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
talking that shit.
Nah, he is.
You know, so he's doing what he's known for.
He's addressed a couple situations
Yeah,
on
so,
this album.
So do y'all
you
feel
know
like he was
what I'm
taking shots
Absolutely.
at
For
sure.
Quavo?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Because
he
he said we ain't swapping our
We
shit,
ain't
okay?
sw-
Fuck
Right.
you.
And then you know
What
because
thought
remember
this was?
us, we sent that picture.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
said,
and it's like,
bitches
but
taking
you-
pictures without my permission.
Like you know,
Yeah.
he definitely was
Yeah.
He
taking
said, yo,
shots.
bitch like niggas who spending
Yeah,
money. You know what I'm
see,
saying?
he's definitely like reality rap. I like
Yeah,
that.
for
Whatever
sure.
is like
He's relevant and current.
Exactly.
But I like it too because he did it way better than DaBaby. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like he could have said it
Clever.
Exactly.
Exactly. Sometimes it
he
ain't
never
just
speak on it. That
clout
whole-
chasey.
Exactly.
Yeah.
said
You don't need
right
it because
in
people
the
try
album,
to
he kept it
chase
pushing.
off his clout. you know?
Exactly. So that's the end. That's a quarrel over at QC, man.
And they all on the same
It's
level.
always
That's
over
the
a
crazy
woman,
part.
man.
That's
What
like
is
being
this?
in the same classroom
Not
every
always.
day and you hate niggas.
I
Like,
gotta see you when I go clock in.
You know what I'm saying? Type
Right
shit.
there.
Like that's like hating your coworker. Like
I've been there.
I hate right.
Real shit, man. Hey, but this is a good album. 1 to 10. I don't really have a rating for it just yet. I gotta sit
Yeah, I
with
didn't
it a little
sit
bit
with it.
more.
Into it, yeah.
But
Sit with
I
it.
do
Shout out to
like
Lil
it. Shout out to Lil
Shout out.
Baby, man. Lotto versus Nicki.
Man, these bitches.
Can I just say?
Petty.
Can I just say that I feel like the women in hip hop never get along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Never.
at the center of it, Nicki Minaj is always
For
there.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absolutely.
She definitely is because at the end of the day, she is just, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, I don't think she's washed up or anything, but I feel like she's been in the game for a really long time and
Yeah.
she feels like she still has to put up a type of, you know what I'm saying?
Would I say that I think that she is kind of washed up?
No, because Super Freaky Girl. So let's get into the actual beef
Yeah,
between them.
yeah, let's
Okay,
get
so
to it.
the Twitter beef took off after Nicki Minaj. They had an issue with it because the Grammy shifted the Super Freaky Girl to the pop category versus from the rap category, and she feels like that tipped it over into Mulatto's. Is it Mulatto still, or is it just
it's
Lotto?
Lotto.
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 Into
Big Lotto.
Lotto.
Big
Right,
Lotto.
Big Lotto. Excuse me. It tipped it over into her favor. So that's where it started off because they changed, swapped her
Right.
category. So on Thursday, all the way into Friday morning, they going back and forth with each other. Nicki Minaj was calling her entitled Karen.
Hey, but Nicki had
was
the
call-
receipts though, because
you
she
know,
was talking about her mom and her dad, like how they met.
how
She's
they
like,
met
what's the
with each
difference?
other. But why does that matter?
That doesn't
what,
matter.
What
No,
does her
Because-
parent know?
You know why? Because she brought it up first.
No,
she was
but
like,
because
you have
and
pedophiles in your
let me
family
tell
and
you
stuff like
why.
that. So
Let me-
Nicki was
okay,
like, "What
so
you mean?"
rebuttal because you choose your spouse, you don't choose your parents, and that's what the difference is.
Okay, yeah.
You see what
That
I'm
makes-
saying?
Okay, I get that.
She
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
help
that
that
makes
her
sense.
parents. And she's a child. She have
Right,
no, but
right.
you chose
And-
knowing
Okay,
this nigga.
And it's
Okay,
a difference
I didn't think
between
about it like that.
strong arm rape.
Right.
And just your
Absolutely,
girlfriend's
and
younger.
that's not
Your
a
girlfriend
matter, but
married.
absolutely.
And this is all allegedly, but one case somebody
pretty
was
solid. It
strong
sounded-
armed,
yeah, it
Yeah.
sounded-
and
you know what
I feel like Nicki is beefing with everybody, every woman and I feel like she's threatened. If she feels threatened by your come up,
That's exactly what it is.
she comes for you.
But it's crazy
Cardi-
because this is only the first week in the first round of the votings in the Grammys.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
like a
Like, this
debate.
ain't even.
But it's kind of like what Kodak said though recently, and we spoke about this last week, where he felt like it was his award and Lotto got it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost the same argument.
what you're saying.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Super Gremlin is a rap song and you get it for a more pop influenced track. But it's money behind this, y'all.
Absolutely.
Lotto got a nice
Absolutely,
team behind her, an engine behind her.
is it-
I still feel like Lotto is grinding.
She's
doing her
grinding. No,
thing,
I'm
and
not
people
taking
are
that from
threatened
her.
by
But
it.
even
Like,
if she
can't
wasn't,
take her-
you can't hate the fucking game. Don't hate the player.
Don't
You
hate
know what
the
I'm
game.
saying?
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
like that's what the issue is, because
always
if it was
hating
the
the
other
person.
way
Yep.
around,
Yep.
you
Facts.
wouldn't be mad and you would want your flowers and you would want that because
Yes.
you feel like you deserve that. And it's not like she's not deserving of
But
these
you know what's
things.
crazy?
She's definitely
How
deserving.
You
ironic-
see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Just make
And
sure I put that out there,
I
too,
guess that's
from-
what be my issue. I could see if everybody's like, "Oh, it's because of money." Yeah, it might be because of money, and
Yeah.
it might be because of her team, but that doesn't mean that she's not deserving
And the
of
Grammys
it
is
as
picked
well.
by fans. It's the fans
Right,
that want
and
her
it's
there.
the fact
obviously.
they who make
so
you.
come on
They
now,
got a
man.
Grammy committee too,
Come
though,
on.
y'all.
Well, I
Yeah.
know that,
That's
but
why-
at the
That's
same
what you said.
time,
She just feels threatened, man.
Yeah,
She
she
don't
feels
feel
threatened.
all this,
That's
you know
all
what
it
I'm saying?
Hey,
Like,
but isn't this
she
reminiscent
don't
of
wanna
her
believe
Kim
her.
beef?
Yes.
You took the words
It's,
out
it's
of
the
my
same
mouth,
thing.
you know
Here's
what I'm
that
saying?
karma. Like
That
you,
karma's a
you
motherfucker.
win at Kim, but she
Yeah.
literally goes for everybody. Cardi, and y'all seen she dissed Meg in those
Yeah.
texts too. She
Yeah.
called her Bigfoot or something.
Yeah.
This is when you find out it's some beef.
but then it starts
like,
being like a little
yeah.
cat fight,
Petty,
like little
yeah.
petty cat
She's
fight. Like
petty.
This little
Yeah.
nips.
Ain't
Very
she
much so.
catty?
Crazy.
Yeah.
She's been
Because
petty.
you got to think about it. Her face, she was the face of female rap for
Yeah.
years.
For a long
Decade
time.
over a decade,
anybody
right?
coming to that's like
Yep.
a
Like
like
her
jungle
throne.
type
Yeah,
shit.
did y'all
You know
hear
what I'm saying?
the phone clips that they
Yeah.
was playing?
I just heard
I didn't
them.
hear them. I read the text messages, but I didn't hear the phone.
I fuck with Nicki, but I
Yeah.
side with Lotto on this
I do
whole
too.
thing.
For sure,
me too.
And I don't
I
know
think
if
it's
it's just
ridiculous.
because I'm becoming a fan of her music, but I just like her grind. I respect it.
Yeah.
She was ultimately respectful of Nicki. at
honestly,
first.
to me,
She gave her her props.
She
Yeah.
did, for
100
sure.
times.
And it's
No,
like, you
she
want me to
definitely
keep, but
did.
you want me to
Shout
suck
out
your
to
dick? Like, what are you
She
saying?
want her
Like,
to suck her dick.
you know what I'm
She
saying?
want-
Like, I
she
gave
want
you
her
your
pussy wet
flowers.
right
So
now.
it's like, at this point, what else more do you want? You want me to give you my award? Say, no, don't give it to me. Give it to Nicki.
right?
Yeah.
Fuck
I
you
think
saying.
she
That's
gets
what you really
mad
want.
because-
It's ego.
She's mad because all these young female artists are coming in and getting Grammys, and she still have yet to win a Grammy, and that's the real business.
That's all
That's
it
the
is,
real
yeah.
bottom
I put
line.
in so
Cardi
much work.
came in
Whatever.
and swooped that shit.
Yeah.
Meg came in
And
and
swept
swooped that
it.
shit.
That's
You know what I'm
why.
saying?
Now Lotto finna come in and
Oh,
say,
it's just
I didn't even
Yeah.
think about
Nicki
that.
Minaj has not got
won a
one
Grammy.
Grammy,
No, not
not
in a while.
one
Not
time.
at all?
No, zero. She has zero. She's never won a Grammy. Look it up. No, she's never.
that's-
She's never.
And then they moved
won
her to a
Grammy.
category where she's against like Taylor
She-
Swift
yeah.
and people like
Well,
that.
she
So
know
it's like,
you ain't finna
You know,
win
she's
Grammy.
never
Yeah.
won a Grammy before.
Yeah.
Never. She's
They-
never.
I didn't know
They
that,
probably
y'all.
put her
So,
in a different
so
category to
that's
make her
why
so you won't feel
it's
some type
more
of way.
salty. She's never won a Grammy.
And that's what,
But whose fault is that?
and as a legend, right?
Whose
She
fault is
won't
that?
feel solidified until she gets the
No.
ultimate
It's the
trophy,
Grammy.
and
That's
that's
like
the
playing
Grammy.
football. If you don't
You
win
know
the Super Bowl,
how
what you
everybody's
playing
saying
for?
you
Yeah.
the MVP, but
And
I
you
haven't
don't
got a
get it.
ring. That's
Exactly.
like, you know what I'm saying? You an MVP to the streets? No,
But
you know.
I'm gonna be honest though, and this might just be it's one sided in my perspective. I don't like Nicki Minaj's albums. She has songs that I like, but I've never heard a Nicki
like
Minaj
Pink
album
Friday.
like that's
Pink
a
Friday
motherfucking
That was
classic.
actually
was
good.
beginning to
Pink
end.
Friday.
I definitely listened
It
to
was
that.
a lot
Her
of
newer
songs on there that I
album, mean,
loved. Okay, Pink Friday. I do remember Pink Friday. It had
That was the
Right
first-
Through Me.
Yeah,
that
Okay.
was all the bangers.
I like the
So her newer one,
Yeah.
her are kind of, you know, I'm not a super big fan,
Yeah.
except for like the releases. But as far as like the older albums, I think, again, she just, I don't know, she
I
brings
just
some
think
other type of
also
music that I'm
too,
just not a big fan
I
of.
think she's just more mad because, and this may be my opinion, but to me, I think Lotto could out-rap her. That's just me personally. Like,
I was thinking about that
I think
yesterday.
that they could go bar for bar.
Nicki is fire.
She, right,
She
no, I
is.
would-
rapping.
She
you know what
is,
I'm
and I
saying?
really
And
believe
people
that.
try to downplay, but I don't. That's the thing. People don't try to downplay
They don't
her.
downplay
They
Nicki's
don't.
bars.
She just feels like she
She
should
feels
have
threatened.
She's
more
slighted.
She feels
Yeah.
threatened.
but
what
I,
she
but
right.
see,
And it's like
I've
these
never
young
seen
bitches.
Nicki do a fire-ass freestyle. Well, I guess I never looked it up. one,
No,
but,
she got bar, but even in freestyle or not, even in
and I didn't see
versus,
Lotto
like, she got
kill some
bars.
freestyles.
He's
like,
not-
It's not the freestyles. Nicki gonna get you with that pin on him.
Right,
Yeah,
and
you know
what I'm
that's her
saying? Her
lane,
pen.
and she write her shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Lotto do too. That's why I said that.
That
That
would-
would be a good
yeah.
little
She did
battle
try
right
to
there.
insinuate
She tried
that
to play
Lotto
that-
got ghostwriters.
yes.
I didn't see
But
any
so
Right.
what?
proof of
Because
that.
but
But to
even
me,
if
I
so
would
what? Because
rap
it takes
Lotto
a
before I
star.
rap
It takes a
Nicki.
star to deliver those. Fuck,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. You're trying
Was
to
she
take away from
rapping
that.
bars or hooks? Because that's when it gets tricky.
Nicki's
I
the
think that
hook
they
queen,
both, but I think she got bars.
She's a
too.
punchline queen.
No, I'm
Like,
saying, was
she's-
she insinuating that Lotto was spitting somebody's bars or a hook? Because that's when it matters. When you talking that.
Yeah,
Right,
we're talking
yeah,
about who's
that does
behind that
matter.
pen is when it
Yeah,
matters.
Yeah.
if you getting your 16s rolled, then you need to sit
Yeah.
your
There's
ass
nothing you can
out,
talk
you know
about.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I think the problem, going back to that Grammy thing, when Nicki was running it on the female side, y'all, it was a lot of male rappers killing shit, and you had a lot to go up against. Like
And-
that was
yeah,
Wayne
that-
at his height, Drake at
she
his
wasn't
height,
going
Jay-Z.
against other females. She was going against
But
dudes.
now that you're
Yeah.
more quiet, you feel like you deserve more. Like this would be the perfect time for her to come
Come
in
out with some
and
sick
like
shit, yeah, for
shit on
real.
people.
Like
but
that, if she would have came out with Pink Friday now,
Now-
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
what?
would've
She
been
done won.
that
Off
shit.
what? She done won.
or an album with that type of heart.
energy,
Yeah.
you know,
Nicki's
But she don't
album-
have that
she's
no
so,
more.
You know what?
She's
She's
so
so
established.
arrogant.
Yeah.
She's too arrogant.
She's up
Yeah.
on that
Arrogant.
pedestal now.
Yup.
She up there.
Y'all know who she remind me of? Like
Mariah.
a female 50 Cent.
I'm about to say
Yeah.
Mariah Carey.
She remind me of 50 Cent. Like
Though.
y'all remember 50 used to go at everybody that come out,
Yup.
Used
saying
to.
everybody's name.
Right.
Still do.
All right,
He's a
there you
Devo.
go.
He's a
No more.
Devo.
Yeah,
Right.
and
That's a real thing. It's called a Devo.
and it's a shame because your legend legacy is being tarnished. Like it's
Yeah.
noticeable now that you're getting into it with every woman.
Yes.
Y'all always
Yeah.
talk this
Stop.
empowerment shit. She always
And
wants to
that's
hide
what makes
behind
it the
empowerment,
worst. Yeah.
but you really don't be empowerment because she be doing a lot of bullshit behind the scenes,
Yes.
talking to the blogs.
They say she be stopping people money.
Stop
Yeah.
it, bro.
Yeah,
when
stop
you
the
look
folks
at the
back.
fucking
And she
shade
does
room,
have the power to do that because
yes,
she
she
is
does.
so big.
Yep.
Yeah,
Look
sure.
at the shade room
some whole shit.
in the comments.
She
Whoever she goes at there, Nicki Minaj. That's Nicki. You
Oh,
might
yeah, them
she's
bars,
paying them or
her
something.
bars. Oh, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's always one sided.
Yeah.
It's like even with Lotto has a lot of love,
Yeah.
but when you look in them comments, the people go so hard. They'll say anything to you about Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it's to me. I thought
She
it was
lives
even
off of
though.
that.
I feel like that's what Nicki is so mad because the playing
It was
field is
still
getting
love in
even.
there.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Well,
saying.
she gotta
Like,
know that she's on the way out.
Right.
It's-
You need to leave with
the
flowers
doors
How
is
come
that
you
way.
can't bow out gracefully? Like, you know,
Because
like why can't
that's
you just
unheard of in
Ego
the
and
game.
rap.
It's
you know,
unheard
just
of in the
ridiculous.
game.
Ego and rap.
You know
Ego and
why?
rap.
rap.
I
Man.
think because, excuse me, I think because as a woman, they feel like you see perfect example. You said, you know, you on your way out, but they don't look at men rappers like that. They're not telling Jay-Z to sit the fuck down. They're not telling all these men rappers who are
No,
getting
you're right.
in
Yeah,
their
you're right.
40s that, oh, you getting old. It's time for you to sit down. So I
Right.
think as a woman,
Okay, no,
But you
not
can
sit
bow out
down.
gracefully, though.
I'm saying,
Queen Latifah,
look,
all
I'm
the
not
people
saying.
with that back, like, you know, they
Latifah's
got
a
older,
rapper
went
now.
on her other
The
shit.
Equalizer's a
She
rapper.
started doing her
Right.
other actors.
But I'm
But
not-
I see
But what I mean
No,
is
I'm
she ain't
just
start
playing.
no rap beef
No,
with nobody
yeah.
else.
Yeah,
Like,
Lil
you know, she
Kim
just
didn't
like,
either.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
She just went to a different lane. Like,
Right.
you know, so why can't she do
It's
that?
almost
You know, just
obvious
go
That's
do
the
that-
only
something
lane she
else.
has.
And- or
Yeah.
she
She can
won.
try
Not
something
even
else.
half, but once.
She never tried anything else.
Yeah.
Try something else. Like, you
And
know,
that's
do
the
something.
problem too, because all these other, and that's to all these, well, not all of them, but most of these other artists are doing a lot more stuff now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
got Meg acting,
You got
they're
other
doing, you know what I'm
lanes.
saying?
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got other
like,
And,
things you
she
can do.
might be a little mad, y'all, because the ones that's on fire are super on fire.
on
Yeah.
Like the women
Yeah.
that are on fire, they're on fire.
just like we were
right
talking
now.
about with the older rap, like they're
That's
getting
why- hold
paid
on.
way more than
Exactly,
they was
and I'm not gonna. I'm not trying to like. But have y'all noticed that every freaking day or 2 weeks, a week, Nicki got to throw out some numbers.
Yeah.
Have
Oh,
you ever
yeah.
noticed that?
Yeah.
No, it'd be weird stats that don't mean shit to nobody.
She just won something that was like crazy. I forgot what it was. It was like
How is she even winning awards with no music?
I won the Australia
Nicki,
16th night.
Nicki is
award.
just getting awards. Nicki hasn't been active in rap for years. She drops
But
a
the
song
Super Freaky
here and
Girl, you
there.
know, but I mean,
I don't
but
like that song.
I ain't like it either.
Just
I like the
because
song with Lil
she
Baby
didn't
better than
say
that.
anything.
Yeah.
Like
I'm your daddy, you're my mommy,
right,
sit down,
like
you baby
she,
girl.
like y'all said, she's so arrogant. She will say anything on the
Yeah.
track because she know people gonna buy it.
And it seems like
should
she
be like
trying.
that.
She's like hit chasing,
Yeah.
and that's when you
Yeah.
know you're on your way out. And I'm not saying sit down. It's just you're on the tail end of your career.
Yes.
Like we all know, LeBron James is still running the game. He's king. Da 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 da. But we know he's not 18-year-old
No,
phenom
he's
LeBron.
not.
He's
He's
in his
he
last.
knows that.
He's in the
That's
last.
why he became a
stand.
billionaire in
Exactly.
other avenues of
Yes.
his
This dude,
life.
we know he'll be out of here in the next 4 years to
Yeah.
5
I say
years.
2 for
His
real.
ass is out of here.
But he's still murdering shit.
Nah,
he's
he
still
is.
killing. That's
Yeah.
the whole equation of the thing. Nicki
As
can't.
long as you killing it, it's okay. But you
Exactly.
can't be putting out
You
bad
behind
shit
us,
and then still be
yeah.
acting like you deserve
None
to.
of these songs she's
And not
doing is
even
popping
necessarily
off, y'all.
bad, but just not consistent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like she only, like you said, when somebody else, female artist wise, is about to promote some shit, that's when you say, like you said, she'll throw out some numbers or try to come out with a song.
Man.
Bruh,
Yeah, she's
Lotto-
being known for beef now, not
Yeah.
for her music.
Exactly.
That's bad.
And
That's
she
bad.
she
You're
really
leaving with
feels
hate and not
threatened by
flowers.
Lotto, y'all, because she
I heard she
understands.
deleted her
Lotto
tweets
can.
now.
And she found him.
She
Did she
deleted
take
them?
him down?
Ain't
Motherfucker.
motherfucker.
Lotto so far. That
It's
bitch
the-
is
it's-
bad.
it-
That bitch is bad.
She look
I
good.
love Lotto.
She
Oh
look
my
good,
God,
but
what?
Nikki feels threatened by her because she recognized the talent.
That's
Yes.
what it is. That's why
She-
Lotto-
She's
I'm
not just
not
a one hit wonder.
Yeah. She's rapping.
She's the whole package.
Yep.
That
She don't feel threatened by Cardi like
Bro,
that.
that
No,
Funk
she
Flex
don't.
freestyle,
No.
that shit was, bro. Lotto's
She
nasty,
be
bro.
snapping.
Like,
Yeah,
She-
she-
Lotto is hard.
Yes.
I would actually say Lotto is probably my top
Yeah. She
5
hard as fuck, man.
female rappers right now.
Absolutely.
And I put her at number 1.
Yeah.
I would too.
Like
definitely.
I will listen
sure.
to Lotto.
That's why I said
Yeah.
I would get caught. Not even since I get caught, 'cause it's not a bad thing. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you see a nigga
Bumping
chill, like,
Lotto,
fuck
man,
this,
shit.
this. I turn some Lotto shit
Yeah,
up
for
before
real.
I turn some. You know what I'm saying?
You a
Like,
super freaky
Yeah.
girl.
right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
nah.
That and that's what it is. Her songs ain't really been popping.
She put out
off.
Super Freak thinking it was gonna be a big ass phenomenon. And
It came
didn't
and
work.
went.
Yeah, and
Boom.
it didn't work. the
You
way
know
she
why?
wanted.
And then because she tried to put all them local, not well, I'm gonna say local, but all the other artists on there to
Yeah.
try to big. It didn't work as
It
much.
didn't work.
But how do y'all feel about people releasing phone calls and shit?
That's weak as fuck. That's weak.
Receipts, they call them receipts. You got
I
your
mean,
receipts.
unless somebody is physically saying you did something you didn't do, then of course you got proof. But just on some, that's weak to me.
I
Like,
heard
that's
the
a personal
conversation. The
like-
conversation Nikki was definitely trying to sun her in that
Yes.
conversation.
Oh my God.
Like,
And
what?
you
need to.
Yeah. I hate the way she
I'm just
talk.
done with this
I hate the way
conversation.
she talk.
I'm done. I
It's
got
a
something
facade.
else
Like
to
you
do.
said, Michael Jackson. It's a
Yeah.
facade. That's
Yeah.
because you don't talk like that at home.
I hate the way she
I
talk.
don't know what you.
Papa, like shut up, shut up.
I hate
What
it.
you're telling me?
Like,
And Lotto
it's like
was
her
really
nose and stuff all the
yeah,
time.
And Lotto, she was not backing down in that
because
conversation. I could hear the tone of her
recognized
voice.
who she is in
Yeah.
that game.
Right,
Like,
you're not finna sun her.
You're not finna play
She
me,
done,
bro.
she done
Like,
got it to the
I
point
got-
where I'm a star too.
right. I got money too. I got all. You know what I'm
When
saying?
Nicki-
All
And
this
I'm
shit.
more popping right now.
Yeah. And
To
when
be
Nicki,
honest.
when Nicki was at her hottest, she was.
I know Lil Kim at the house dying laughing
Yeah,
like you
cracking up.
stupid bitch.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
cracking
The
up.
tables have turned, and they always do. That's why I don't play that you're old shit.
Yeah.
Because if you're alive, you're getting older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga, the only thing that stops that is death.
Yeah.
So, and we all gonna get there.
And it's whack though when you're like they say when your idols become your
Your
rivals. But that's
rivals.
just imagine somebody you like, bro. I listen to all your songs. Fuck you.
Yep.
Damn, bro. Like that shit
Yeah.
crazy.
It just
bro.
shows you
Like,
that people, no matter how much you got and how much you
still
accomplish,
human.
you still be human and you're
Yup.
fucking bitter.
Yep,
Yeah.
you're bitter.
Nikki bitter because she feel like she ain't got that respect, but she
And
got
Lotto
the respect.
taking money out that pocket is
Yeah.
what it is. That's
Well,
what
it ain't even taking money. It's money for everybody. You just got to get yours. When Jay-Z comes out and drops something, everybody listens. When
Yeah.
Nicki comes out, people ain't just going to it because we know what to expect from you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We might want to hear it just to see what you sound like now, but she never holds the weight when you press play on that song. You're not like, this the hardest shit I heard.
Yeah.
she don't
It
come the
doesn't
hardest on her own songs.
Bullshit.
It's because her quality don't went down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause that hunger then went down. Like you said, she's so arrogant. It's like they're not gonna boo me. They're not gonna not buy it.
'Cause
So I
I'm
can say
Nicki.
what she literally said nothing in that. And I know I said it
Yeah.
before, but she said nothing in
Yes.
that verse. Like, and half of it she was fucking laughing.
And that's
Yeah.
a
Like,
fact.
For
come,
real.
like
That's
you're that ignorant. You will laugh
She
at it.
laughed
You
for
know,
like 3
you're-
minutes straight.
That's a part of her
Like, come
persona,
on,
y'all.
bro. Like, but come
Hey,
on,
but
dog.
this shit ain't gonna stop. Let's get to this taste tea segment,
Hey.
y'all. Come have a
What do you
taste with
equate?
tea.
Have a taste with tea. Right. Okay.
Equation.
Okay, so today, what's the wildest thing that somebody you just started talking to has ever asked you to do? Like, not dating, not boyfriend and girlfriend, like y'all just met, y'all maybe went on a date or two, and like I'm gonna tell you my story and then you're gonna understand.
Okay,
how-
right. 'cause I was
go
trying to think.
ahead.
Like, hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had met this guy. Whatever, I'll put it out there. His name's Barry, right?
Barry said
And, so I had met him, you know what I'm saying, at the club or whatever. It was cool. I swear it was just like only a few texts. We had never even kicked it after outside of meeting each other in the club and, you know, whatever. So this nigga calls me one day and was like, hey, I need a favor from you. And I'm a nice person and people kind of peep that real quick.
Right.
So he's like, I'm like, what's up? He's like, so somebody about to call you. I'm like, I don't know why I thought it was finna be. I don't know what I thought it was gonna be. But he was like, yeah, so somebody gonna call you. And he was like, yeah, it's gonna be these detectives. And I need you to tell them that I was with you. Oh, da 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 da. And I was like, wait.
You fucking liar.
Like, I'm not understanding. I mean, I'm understanding because you want me to be your alibi.
Right.
Is what you're saying. I'm not going. Get the
Y'all
fuck.
just
Just met. This is
you're-
instantly.
You're blocked and deleted. And I don't like, that's crazy.
And this is somebody that you potentially had chemistry with.
Right.
Or-
I wouldn't even know because we only like I said, we had met that night. We had spent the whole night together. Like that night at the club, you know what I'm saying? Like hanging out, and then we had texted a couple times. I'm trying to think. It was we ain't did no fucking or nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't even on that. Like we had just met. Like maybe 6 days after we had met. This was the phone call that I got.
Yeah.
Like-
And you talking about of the opposite sex?
Yes, it was a guy that I had met.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying in
And
this
the question was,
What you mean?
like,
Like-
does it have to be
Yeah,
or
no,
could
yeah,
it
it
just be
gotta
anybody,
be.
period?
No, it gotta be somebody that you, because it could be. I
Like
mean, people
talking to-
ask you crazy shit all the
Yeah,
time. You know
true.
what I'm
Somebody
saying?
that you actually
Right.
talking
But
to.
like, and I was kind of feeling him. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, and we grown, like we say. So you always if you like somebody or if you don't like somebody, kind of quick. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, I kind of like you, but not enough to be
Right.
an alibi. That's wild. You know.
I think the wildest thing that somebody has asked me to do is come to their house while the nigga they was with still lived there.
That's
Like-
wild.
And pick them up or chill?
Or chill.
Oh,
Like
hell
it's like they had just recently gotten a fight and he was leaving. And it's weird because when you break up with somebody, y'all not really broken up for at least a good month.
For real,
And
for real. Especially if y'all was together.
Depending on how y'all broke up. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Then it's like I'm still seeing you, you still seeing me. This person is the nigga literally just moved out the house like a week before.
Okay.
She invites me over there and I'm kicking it. I'm laid up in the room. I'm playing.
Big chilling.
Yeah, I'm
the
playing
shoes
with
off.
I'm playing with the pit bull in the house.
My puppy now.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's a puppy and
Real
everything.
stepdaddy
You know what I'm
vibes.
saying?
Okay.
And then all of a sudden, some nigga comes over and she's like, "Yeah, I gotta twist his hair up." And I was like, "Oh, hey, get your money." And me being an overthinker that I am, I'm like, I wonder if they fuck before.
Of
or
course,
some
every
shit.
nigga thinks
you
that.
think that. And then next thing you know, she says, somehow it comes out, she's like, yeah, that's my ex. And you know how when you meet somebody, they usually talking to you about how bad their ex
Yeah.
was.
Like,
how
that's him?
Yeah, that's him. You really brought this
You still
nigga
twist-
here?
right.
And the thing is, it's like, I don't
don't
give a
have
fuck
nobody else.
that he was exactly. And she tried to play some shit like, we needed the money.
Fuck is we?
Who the fuck is we?
We speaking French now?
I got my own crib. I'm at your house.
Bitch, I don't even live here.
And then I went ahead and shut that down real quick. But the thing that was so disrespectful is he disrespected you so much. Why is y'all even still interacting?
Yeah.
And then you were comfortable enough to bring him around me.
Yeah.
And you
What,
call
she thought
me-
y'all was gonna fight for her love?
I wasn't finna fight the
my
damn
God,
thing.
for real.
You
What?
like, and that's the thing.
Show 'em,
Bitches
man,
be
show
thinking
'em.
like that. Some bitches be thinking like that. Like if something pop off, he'll beat your ass.
I'm not one of them.
And it's like, I was thinking to myself, I was just like, why would you bring that nigga around me?
Yeah.
Like, like, what if the nigga felt threatened or something? You in my house? You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
You got me in here in my drawers and wife beater. Like, I'm caught off guard. You know what I'm saying? It could be
RP
anything.
trouble, that's how that
You know,
shit happen.
Exactly. And that's why I related to that, because I've been in a situation
Hell
multiple
yeah.
times. But that's probably the wildest shit. Motherfucker invite you to their house, fresh out of relationship. Nigga still think that's still his crib.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I still see
still
it.
wifey. Nigga, he still got shit in the closet.
Exactly.
That's wild.
Exactly.
What about you?
The craziest thing somebody asked me to do that I just started talking to. We didn't even get to a relationship. That's how bad this was. I was talking to one dude for maybe about, I want to say no more than 5 days or so. He comes over and is a kid with him. I said, whose kid is this? And he literally he never mentioned no kid.
Big Daddy.
And he's like,
Right.
oh, that's my son or whatever. I said, so you got a son? Like
That's wild.
Like you just
Yeah.
got a son. So he comes in and thinks it's okay because I knew he had to work later. He's talking about some. So can you watch him real quick? Okay, first off,
Wow.
I didn't know you even had a son.
Right, that's
Let
wild.
alone you not leaving him here for me to
And where's
babysit
his
your damn
mom?
son. Exactly. And he's like, well, I didn't think it'd be a big deal. You know, you seem so cool. I said, I've known you 5 days. I've talked
we
to you
not
for
that cool.
5
Right.
days.
That's
Are you
wild.
serious?
We never gonna be that cool
Are you
now.
serious?
Yeah.
Yeah, and needless to say, it was a wrap after that. Cause I
That's
said,
happened to me
So
before.
did you watch the boy or no?
No.
That's the question,
I
right?
turned him and the little boy away. I said,
Right.
all right, y'all can go find
How
somebody else to
young
find.
were you when that happened?
Like 22.
And that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
Stuff like that happened when you're really young.
Yeah.
You think about to yourself all the wild shit that happened, just little weird situations you end up in when you young like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I remember that happened to me. Somebody tried to make me watch their kid on
Yeah,
a bus stop one time. I'm just about to go in here and cash a check real quick. Can you
Man,
watch?
shit.
I'm like,
That
bitch,
is a wild.
Just
I
watch
don't
my
know
son.
you.
Why
or
does
the
she trust
fucking
you that much?
Okay.
Not even saying you're a bad person, but damn,
Christ.
like.
Thank you.
You
Some
look
random ass
trustworthy.
stranger.
You because we both sitting on the same bus stop waiting for the same bus.
Hey,
This
look at her real quick. Like, that's crazy.
yeah, motherfuckers
That's-
is wild. That
yeah.
shit happened when you young, man.
Crazy.
PK, what about
Look,
you?
damn.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to think. I ain't really never had nothing crazy happen, like ask me like that I was before I was dealing with, but somebody I was dealing with, they asked me something crazy after. So after we broke up, this person was I guess she ended up going with women or whatever, and she was like, well, me and my girlfriend want to have a baby, and I was wondering if you could just give us some of your sperm, because I don't know anybody else to ask. And I'm like, what?
That's
Like,
weird. That's
No.
very
That is
weird. Like, I was
Wait,
like,
how was you
no.
gonna do this?
Exactly.
And
That's
You was gonna fuck?
weird. In a cup. In a cup.
yeah, she
Nah.
was like, I mean, you were a good person. I know you know what I'm saying. I'm not finna go to
Like
no
with your
sperm thing.
jeans?
Pretty
my
much.
God.
I was like, nah. Like
That was going on.
That's crazy. I'm not doing
Go
that.
meet your
Like,
brother.
No,
Right,
first of all, if I'm doing it,
She was like, we can sign paperwork. You won't have to like none of that crazy.
rights,
I was
all your
like,
rights and shit. So you was gonna really like they wanted to
hell
really
no.
do that.
She
shit.
was dead ass serious. She was. I mean, we can talk
But
about.
that's
penis
how it
and
is in
everything.
lesbian relationships. You have to, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how much, you still need sperm to make
Yeah.
a baby.
Let me tell you something.
You know.
Okay, I got a baby now. Look, that's my baby. I'm with everything. But before this, if you gonna ask me, I'm fucking. God damn it.
I see what you said. Right.
But some
Ain't
people
no cup. Ain't no
Yeah.
picture. It's
No, ain't
natural,
the
yo.
cup. We doing this the right way.
people-
I
not
just
the
feel
right
like
way.
look,
You
I
do
just
it.
feel like organically for the child
my
to
God.
be made.
So what if it don't
right.
work? You did it?
We got to
I
keep
guess
going. Look, you want to ovulate this time.
Well, that's not like, at this point, I feel like
Y'all
trying to be
in a relationship. You're having
Right.
sex.
Yeah.
I mean,
Y'all
shit.
fucking.
We have made a tribe here. We have created a
It's our
tribe.
child now.
The baby's going to live a healthy life. 3 parents.
Right.
Not 3 parents.
Yeah.
Though.
So speaking, okay, bam, that go into my last question.
Go ahead.
So why do we feel the need to be with other people? Like, okay, in a way of, okay, you know how, okay, both of y'all are in relationships and shit, and y'all love each other, you're committed, but we still, as humans, lust after other people or find other people attractive. That's just you can't help that you are naturally
Yeah, it's human
attracted.
nature.
You see what I'm saying? So, do you think is that because we are not meant to be with one person, or do you think that because you can love a person and have one main person and still
Like dabble on the side.
you know what I'm
kinda
saying?
thing,
And so, or
All
do you
right.
think, because I feel like the United States is like really the only place where they make it seem like you have to be monogamous, and if
It
you're not
is-
like
it
that,
is.
it's weird. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna just keep it a simple answer. It's because the human body is always moving. Like nigga, just because I ate a big steak dinner last night don't mean I ain't gonna be hungry tomorrow morning.
Yeah,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this is a natural function of
Yeah,
your body. If you're healthy, especially if you're a healthy human being, you're gonna always be sexually
sex drive is a lot
lusting.
higher than-
you're gonna be
absolutely.
lusting after
So
people.
if that's the case,
but
then why do we
do you
settle
act
down
on
to
it?
why don't we act on it as natural? Like why isn't it's just like,
Because
okay,
society made it that way.
You know?
That and it's no
Like,
different
I feel
than
like society made it that way.
and
You
disease.
choose,
Right,
and you
that
choose to, be with one person.
Right.
It's a total choice.
Yeah,
Like,
and it's
it's
no
like-
different than like when they
Yeah.
say, "Well, my heart wants this, but my mind wants." You know what I'm saying? There's no different.
You
Like
gotta have
and
the
your,
mind
your
over
body
physical.
is like,
And
"I
I
got
guess-
this to business,"
but I
but your
guess
mind
I-
like, "Nigga, no."
but I guess
you
I
can't do
just
that."
feel like, but why deny?
Because it was made that way.
It's because
Well, who says who?
But look,
though?
look,
the
They
look.
teach you-
government, because
and
the
they teach
Bible
you in
definitely
school.
No,
they would have had hella wives.
But
Is
we're
all
not
I'm
even
saying.
yeah, the government, but we're not even it's not against the law to be in, be with multiple people. Is it
Yeah.
Oh, I
against
see
the
what you're
law
saying.
to
Marry-
marry
I see what you're
multiple
saying. I
people?
see what you're
Yes,
saying.
but
But
we're
I'm-
not talking about law. We're just talking about strictly off of vibes and chemistry
I think
and
it's just been
natural
tied into
attraction.
morals for so long.
It's tied
just-
into morals, but also I think love is
So is it morally wrong to love more than one person?
Bruh, no, but look,
No.
love is selfish. It really is like true. Like when you really
True
love somebody,
love,
think about when you first meet somebody and that chemistry I got. You like, I don't want nobody else to feel what you making me feel.
Yeah.
I don't
And
want to
that
do this for
instant,
nobody
yeah.
else.
I don't feel that way.
You don't never feel like that.
No.
So when you in love, you just
I've
be like,
been that way and still want to be with other people. My whole life.
I mean, hey,
My
See, there's
whole-
nothing
monogamy
wrong
ain't
with
for
that. There's nothing wrong with
everybody.
that, yeah.
But if somebody cheat on you, when you feel some type of way,
I only feel a type of way about the deception, but never the actual act. No.
so if somebody was like,
If
"Babe,
that's what
'Cause
they
you kept it to
wanted.
me.
all right,
kept
so
it
let's
from me.
I
let's
would be, you
take
know-
this scenario though. You got a crib with somebody, y'all done built up all this legacy.
Mm.
You know, y'all got everything y'all share. How would you feel if your man walked in the house and was like, "What's up, babe?" Hey, you know, y'all hug, kiss, everything's intimate, and then
I'm
you be
about to
like,
go see Linda real
it's Monday, Wednesday, me and Keisha, we gonna fuck."
But that's the thing. When you're in a relationship, you establish what the type of relationship you're going to have before it's together. No, you do. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
and that being said,
Like you said, goes back
I
to the
definitely I've been in a poly relationship before. I've been in different types of relationships, and so, and that being said, I would only just be mad about the deception because you were. Why?
Not
Because
open.
you don't have to be
You
that
could
way
have been
with me.
real.
You could have just kept one. Yeah.
You know.
But it's something about your relationship that would make them want to feel like they needed to deceive. Like y'all done maybe it transitioned from we was just open, but now we didn't somehow realize we don't want it.
But
they
that's
feel
the
like they
thing.
probably
I'm
like
a
that person
but
more
no,
than they like
because
you
I'm
now.
a very clear. I say what I mean, and I mean what I say type of person.
Okay.
It would never be that with me. So again, if it's coming from your end, it's deception. Because if you feel like it's a shift, it should be something that we should be able to talk about. But if you want it to shift back another way, then we should be able to talk about that as well. Especially if we've been dealing with each other for long enough to build a life together. But you can't tell me that now you want to see open it back up, or now you want to close it, or now you want to open it. But we can build a life together.
I just think people who have like
And they be scared, and they be not honest. The problem with people is they not honest of what they really want, and how
And
can
true
I
intention.
tell? And what right? And so if you actually was honest with that, you'd be surprised that it's people who want that too, but you be so scared of
Losing them.
what
Yeah,
right
that's
or
what you're
what
about to
they
say,
were
like,
saying. So you
yeah.
would rather deceive me than to give me a
it's
choice.
almost like a
you know?
selfish level.
But
too.
I think-
It's 100% selfish. You
But
know,
I think people just also feel like they have the fear of being traded up, if that makes sense. Like they have a fear of, well, you'll eventually, if I open this up, you're eventually going to find somebody better than me. You know
But
what I'm saying?
why? Well,
Whether
why
it's
is
open
it
or
not a? I guess for me, I don't know. I've never been that way because I never look at things better because I was with women for so long and then men and then you know what I'm saying. So I never look at things of better or worse. It's just different.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
that makes
saying?
sense.
It's not like
It's not better,
because
it's just
it's
different.
just different. You know what I'm saying? And so, and that being said, I never feel those type of jealousy traits like, because maybe
But I
she
can't
can
say that,
provide
though,
something.
'cause
Like,
I didn't-
you've been around me like I'm not a
Yeah.
jealous person. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like I just.
But
I
people
don't know.
do naturally do things better than other people. That's
I
just
mean,
what
but-
it is. Like,
and that is
she
true.
probably got okay toppy, but she over here freaking.
So why
Yeah.
is
You
it
know what I'm
bad
saying?
that
Like-
you want to just have
Both for different
fellatio
reasons.
with her?
I mean, yeah.
and then you building a home with her, and
Makes
then you're
sense.
being sexual with her. Like, why
Yeah,
is that
yeah.
bad though?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's
Man.
really not. I feel like even as kids,
I could
like
be a
they
hippie, bro.
program like the marriage
I'm
thing.
moving to the mountains.
And they're like, okay, well,
Join
men
the
and
Peace
women
Corps.
have to get married. You have to get one person. Like
Yeah, they
that's
just
what we
made it
hear
part
our
of
whole life.
society
So it
and our
becomes
morals,
like a
yeah.
program. But
Yep.
people,
That's why I'm moving to
if
France,
people,
man.
yeah, if people lust after other people, there's
Leave.
nothing wrong with that. Like but I feel like it's
Nah,
a choice.
it's human
You
nature,
choose
yeah.
to-
But
it's just human nature.
Yeah, but I feel what Tasty was saying, like as far as like it's a deception. That's really what get people.
Yeah, the
like, 'cause
lying.
you coulda-
Yeah, just
'cause
be
everybody
open.
always say you could have just told me.
Just
bro.
be
But
open.
you know, we talking about this shit from a conscious level. But once you get into a situation with somebody,
when feelings involved,
you
it's a
see
lot different.
exactly how things become a certain way.
Yeah.
Like you be like, I want you only, and I don't want you fucking other people. Like
I
it,
guess
it
'cause
stuff
I'm
start
not
happening.
that
You know what I'm
way.
saying?
You know what I'm saying? I can be madly in love. Like, okay, you remember my first spouse?
Yeah.
I was like, girl, I love you more than I love me.
Yeah.
But yet I still wanted to be with other people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just because
You
you,
see what I'm
love
saying?
somebody don't mean you don't want to have sex with. You're not attracted to
You
other
know,
people.
or
That's
and
the
I
problem
even
people
had
have.
connections with
They
other people.
automatically
You know
think-
what
I'm
about
saying?
when you're in love with
But I
somebody?
was in love. I can honestly say
okay.
it wasn't just like a love. Like, you know, like like I was in love. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, but I feel like I said different people provide different things. And again, that's why it's so many people. And you mean to tell me that it's a gazillions people in the world and it's just only between me and you?
But why do you even
wild.
begin a relationship? Why not just be a whole single person
Because
and just enjoy
you know why?
everybody and
Because
everything?
it's about partnership and it's about building. And again, different things are for different people. So I might see a home and at home with you, but that's what I see you for. But that not necessarily mean that that's what I see this person for. But that doesn't take away what I have from you, or that doesn't mean that I don't want that just because I don't want that with every person. No, because it's not even about that either. You know?
Do you feel like you could live this way for the rest of your life?
Yes.
All right, because the thing that I think about, I feel like
but
it'll
you
be
know,
a lot
like-
of. I feel like it'll be a waste of time after a while.
But how, if
dealing
you
with
are
so many
building,
people.
no, but it's not so many. I just feel like if, say, you and I are dealing with, no, not even, because I feel like if you're dealing with a person and you're in a relationship, I feel like if you meet someone and you have a connection with them, you should be able to explore that option and see what it is, you know, what, because it not could be even a friendship, or, you know what I'm saying? And, but that doesn't take away, why is it always like a threat, or, oh, I'm gonna meet somebody better. You might meet them and they might be a really good friend, or they might be you just, but you know, people be so
I'm down for that. If you're,
you know, or
if
it
you're
could be
single,
sexual, but it's not even the single, because it's like
I feel like once you have kids and you start having
I
kids,
mean, that
they need
definitely-
like
okay.
they need solid
Yeah,
But
some
it-
kind of structure.
structure.
I don't know that.
Like
But-
if they see you constantly bringing people all the way in, it
But
could be
do
a man
you?
or woman.
But
It's
no,
always
but
somebody
that,
new.
but that part is not for the children's eyes. What do you? Are you having sex with your wife in front of all the kids? No, you are having family life in front of the kids and doing that.
But they're just saying
it's
bringing people around in general.
You know,
There's
but
so
you're not
many
bringing
people.
those people around for that, because it's just depending on what that particular
Oh, so you
person
keep your
is
home life,
for.
your home
You
life.
see what
That's
I'm
what you're
saying?
saying.
Like that's not for that. So why are you?
They would
bringing,
never meet my
Why were you
children.
bringing
Yeah.
Cindy to the
Gotcha.
house to and she waking up to breakfast and the kids
Gotcha,
when
gotcha.
she just here to be doing some fucking?
Yeah,
you know
that-
what
no,
it
that
really
makes sense.
is.
That's what you're saying. Keep your people where you keep your people.
And what it is just you have to be that way. You have to be that type of person.
And I guess
if you're not,
because I'm
it's hard
okay
to,
with other people.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
I'm
nothing
not-
wrong with being that way if that's who you
Yeah,
are.
people-
And I'm okay-
regular people can do
I'm
that.
Everybody
okay
ain't
with
like
it the
that.
other way
Yep,
around
yep.
too, and that's the issue. People want their cake and they want to have to eat it too. Like people be okay, like they want to fuck around, but they don't want you to do no fucking.
Right,
I don't
right.
give a fuck.
That means that person ain't like that.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? It's
I
not
like
for
it
them.
in
That-
real
yeah.
life.
You like
I
the
don't
thought of it.
like. I don't care. Like
That's
and
a
not,
lifestyle.
and not like
Yeah, that's
I.
a
But it's
lifestyle.
not, but and I,
You're talking about a
it's like- and I
lifestyle.
don't. And it's not even like I don't care about that person or I'm not madly in love with them. But would I go to a sex resort with my husband and we do some fucking on hell other people and then we go home and live normal life? Absolutely. You know
But
what
they
I'm
say when
saying?
you love somebody, you're truly willing to do whatever.
And it's
to make
just,
that
you know what I'm
person
saying?
happy.
I
You know
just
what I'm
feel
saying?
like, you know,
if they're
back
happy,
to the
you're happy with
original
them.
question I just was asked, you know, why we feel
Yeah.
to just
I like that.
need
I like
to,
that.
you know.
So my answer to that is it ain't for me in the relationship. Like
Yeah.
if I'm in a relationship, I want it just to be us. But that just sounds like a single life. Like men
Why
live
though?
that way.
But
it's men
Why
that
to
live
be
that
sexual?
life.
Why
Like-
is overly? Why is
I hear-
sexual equal single though?
Well,
Because can you not have? You see what I'm saying?
no,
Like,
I'm saying because the people that I'm with, my partner ain't with that shit.
But,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
that's what I'm thinking. But
The-
that goes back to finding somebody who into what the fuck you into. And both y'all into that shit, and you
Then y'all
still
go do what y'all
understand
wanna do. Oh, yeah.
what it is. Like this is home.
But ultimately, what it is not having real attachment to a person. It's just it's almost like you using them.
That's not
You have
true.
a purpose.
That's but if I guess when you are open and honest and you have an understanding, and that's when comes into like the poly or the open, because it's like you understand. I'm talking about the third person. They understand their role. I've been the third person. You
But doesn't in
understand
a poly
that,
relationship y'all live together?
Nah, it's different
not
variations.
necessarily.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
See, I
You
don't
have-
understand
you
the
know,
levels
it's
to
So
it.
actually, different variations, different
You know,
words.
they have
It's a little
ones
science
where
to it.
it's a husband and a wife, and they live together, just them, and then the other person they only come, and it's not a
Only
using
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I
Because
feel like
the
we
other
all
person
live these lifestyles like in life at some point. Like you have men where they fuck a lot of different women, and they all this is the good pussy, this is the head,
Yeah,
this
hell
is
yeah.
the bitch that got the
Yeah.
good this, that, and women have
put people where you
this,
put 'em.
this nigga cooks.
He pay bills.
But that's
he
just,
mixes
if that,
shit.
but if
He
that's
has the
not what
money.
life is about in general. You
Having
categorize
connections.
people
Yeah.
and place them in your life needed. You have coworkers, you have friends, but you might have a friend, a travel friend, or you might have a friend who always comes to the
I think it
cookouts.
just
But
when
does
sex
that
get
make it
involved, it
a
just
less of a
changes.
friend?
Changes
No, but no,
shit.
it's not. It's sex, but also sex is just an emotion. That's just another aspect to it. But look at it even on a friend level. You're only
You
looking
got
at it
different
sexual.
friends, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You might have a friend who, like I said, you only travel with, and then you have an only friend that you might only smoke with, and another one that you might only do these things with. But does that make your friendship less with those because you have
what
a
you're
best
saying.
friend?
I know
Yeah.
what you're saying.
You see
No,
what
that
I'm
makes
Do you
saying?
swap?
And it just be like, I feel like different people are for different things.
How much
Yeah.
value and shit do you place on sex? Does that have a lot of value to you? Do you think
Oh,
about
that
it
plays
on
a
a
part,
spiritual
yeah.
level, swapping energies?
Or is
and
it just wham bam?
we just
we
fucking
good?
and you made me feel good? I made you feel good.
I feel
'Cause
like
I don't like
it's,
sharing energy with a lot of different people
Yeah,
like
makes
that.
sense.
You know what I'm saying? That
feel
shit
like
causes
it's
confusion in
a
your
pleasure
brain.
thing. I feel like it can get deeper.
Yeah.
Depending on your mindset and that particular person. But if I know that, and people always like, you can't control, but I'm not going to be lying. Like you are going to develop feelings, but it's just different. I done been in situations where I've dealt with a person for a long time, but it was just that.
Yeah.
Because that's only what I want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that we had an understanding coming into that. And I'm not even talking about like a couple months. Like it was maybe like 2 years that we was dealing with each other like that. And
Right.
it was only on some like, and did we kick it? And it wasn't like, oh, only sex and go home. It wasn't that either. Like we would kick it, we would smoke, we would chill, but we weren't together. And then we still dated other people. But that's, you know what I'm saying? It was just, but that's all that it was. And it wasn't nothing more, nothing less, because that we had an understanding. And I feel like I said, a lot of times people problem is they're not clear in what they want. So they mislead in what they want. And then so they don't get, you know?
Man.
I believe in free
Hey,
love.
if you protect yourself, do
Right.
what you do, live your life. Hey, man.
Right, wrap that shit up. That's a have a taste with tea today. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know what I'm
That
saying?
was a good one, though.
Have a taste with tea. Charleston White,
Yeah, boy.
the internet sensation. He is very controversial, but yet polarizing. Everybody have different opinions on this guy. I am actually very entertained by him. Like, he entertains the shit out of me. Is he disrespectful? Hell yes. But under that disrespect, it's so much real gems that dude be dropping,
Yeah.
y'all.
Yeah.
You cannot look at any video that he has put out and that man ain't saying no real ass shit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about that
It's-
real
it's
shit.
all about- it's just
He
his
talks
delivery.
to
People
the
like his delivery.
core.
I like him.
I like
do
him.
too.
Have you got all the way into him?
No, I just only
seen
listen
more
to
than
like
one
this,
thing.
Yeah, no, I only see the snippets like if they post it on the Shade Room and stuff. Like I'm
Yeah.
familiar with what he about, but am I a fan? Do I go? No,
Okay, I'm not even gonna say I'm a fan.
well, not a fan, but have I dug down the rabbit hole with him?
I've watched multiple interviews with this guy. He says some of the really shit. He's like raw and uncut, kind of like a Charlemagne. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
all
what
about
that's the
like
vibes he
either
give me,
with
yeah.
Charlemagne, you either love him or hate him.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about Charleston White. But you know, he goes too far sometimes. What happens when you start involving kids? And T.I., Tip, Harris,
Yeah, nah,
King.
the kids always
King is
off
out of
them.
control though, slick.
who wasn't at that age?
Yeah, but
Do you got
I
the right to
mean,
talk on my kid disrespectfully?
No, you don't. No, but I feel like again, I always think you can't be popping big boy shit and then when a big boy come, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like you have to
Right.
see it both
Yeah.
ways.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And it's
That
like,
and then
but then
they-
as a dad, you know, he did his job and stepped in. And, you know what I'm saying? Ti is always gonna, you know what I'm saying?
he always
we
gonna
we knew
represent
he was
me.
gonna say
No,
something.
oh,
yeah.
We know, you know what I'm saying?
It's, you know, you could say certain things about certain people and they're always gonna
Oh,
respond.
anytime
For
you
sure.
say somebody kids, they
Yeah,
go
they gonna
automatically
respond.
be like,
but
what?
he was mad.
because his kids is out of control.
No, I'm saying T.I. is mad that he didn't have his rapper friends or anybody he's helped. Like, he went on a little
Because
rant.
his kid is out of control.
You know why?
Like-
Because I think because he's really but remember how the shit with Regine and how he spoke
Yeah,
up mad,
said something,
and
yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like he was expecting the
That
same
same
in return.
energy from
But
people that say
again,
he's brother.
remember how we was saying that we felt like that shit was fraudulent because you can't. That's almost like, oh, I did it for you, so why you ain't saying nothing for me and my kid? You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
And
right.
I just feel like your son is grown and he's playing grown man battles. And yes, you can speak on it. He spoke on it, you know what I'm saying? But you can't be mad at other people. Everybody got their own life and their own
he's
badass
not a
kids that's
child.
out of
He's
is
control.
he
not a
really
child
out of
anymore.
control, though, y'all?
I think
He got
that,
shot at, bro.
He did.
Yeah,
See, I didn't
him
know
and
he
his
got
friends.
shot.
Yeah, him and his friends. After that whole the whole Waffle House altercation, him and his friends, they got into a fight or whatever, and they ended up getting shot at.
I did
like
not
they're
know
not
that.
playing with him out there. Like,
And it's like he's still over here popping shit. You know, he be on live
I'm
all
finna
the
get
time.
Draco,
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
finna-
And it's
yeah.
just like,
Really? See, I don't
see,
know.
the
Y'all
little
gotta
boy
fill me
be
in.
popping shit.
Yeah,
like,
he be
you know what I'm
talking
saying?
hella
All
he
shit.
this.
is off
And
the
then
chain,
T.I.
bro.
want to come like, you know, this is my son. And, you know, da-da-da. And
it
it's like,
only, yeah.
we
At the
get
end of the
it.
day, that's his son.
And you
know,
supposed to
of
have
course,
his
yeah,
back,
defend
but
him.
he out here
Genetics is a
wilding.
motherfucker, y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like people always talk about he's rich, he shouldn't be acting that way, but you are your father's son.
Yeah.
That and then
He called himself Badass Tip. Y'all remember he used to say he was so
yeah.
bad.
But
like,
you know what the
your kid is you.
difference though, because it's like with Boosie still acts like that, so it makes sense
Yeah.
when his son do some crazy
Yeah.
shit. Ti switched his whole persona, so it's
Yeah.
like
You want to
Publicly.
be hard so bad. You want to
Publicly,
be
yeah,
from
public,
the
yeah,
streets.
absolutely.
Right, we don't know behind
At
closed
home,
doors.
he's
Yeah.
still T.I. from Bankhead, y'all.
Yeah,
He's
for
like-
sure.
And that's where the problem
That's
lies,
who
because
raised him.
Expeditiously is on TV,
Exactly.
but Tip is at home.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's the confusion for the fans. People like, it's no
Yeah.
reason he should be acting like
King
this.
don't see Expeditiously, nigga. He see Tip. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
you
Well,
know,
no,
big
King
words
see
at home.
dad.
Yeah,
Right, exactly.
You see that.
Yeah.
And Charleston White, man, he just pops off. He says what he wants. He
I'm
speaks.
tagging the
Yep.
federal, the cops.
He
You
gonna
know?
that
snitch
nigga
on
ill,
you.
bro.
He
What?
threatened to kill you. He called him an ugly freak. Like he was
called-
roasting him. He was
yeah,
going
long-
crazy.
long
King
hair-
Yellow probation officer.
Yellow
Like,
freak or
what
something.
the
I don't know,
fuck?
whatever.
But
You
that's what I'm
gotta
saying.
know.
But you have to know better to do better. And
Yep.
the type at the end of the day, you know, T.I., he can't control his son. And it's like, but if you going out here threatening and you know that your information is out there, everybody know you on probation, everybody doing this, then you can't be out here threatening people. You have people out here like that who will
Who
do
don't
something.
give a fuck.
You
And
know
you
what
know,
I'm
it's
saying?
not
That
even
T.I.'s
on-
your dad, or but you're not.
It's
finna
not
play
on
no-
Tip at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
King is a grown man.
And that's
For sure.
like
Yeah.
what was your
So
parents
again, so
gonna
why
do
are
with
you
you?
mad that your friends ain't speaking up?
Exactly.
Yes.
He grown.
My
And
son
call
got
it
to bump
his
his
own
head.
problems.
Yeah, he got to bump his head, man.
Yeah.
And he said that in a statement that
Yeah,
he
he
made
was
a
like,
couple
he
weeks
said he
ago.
gonna go to jail.
He
He's
said,
like,
I
he
done
gonna
beat
fuck
his
around and go
ass.
to jail.
He gonna fuck around and go to jail. He told him,
Yeah.
I told him he going to prison.
Yep.
And it ain't nothing else to
after
say
you
after
say,
that.
yeah, after you say that, is, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I don't know, man. But it's just
Did
like
y'all
at the
see
same
Boosie's
time.
son response?
What did he say?
He was like, man, this old ass, fuck this old ass dude. I hope you die. I hope you just fall off and die. Oh, from natural causes. I hope nobody don't take you out, but I hope you die. Just went
That was
too
no
far with it. Just
two
crazy.
off the chain too, bro.
Yeah.
Tootie, he
Yeah.
off the chain.
He got
bruh.
online talking about
He
some
is
man,
father's
fuck this
son.
old
Yes,
nigga.
he
Man,
is.
I said, so you gonna wish death on this
So,
man? What's
and
And these
speaking of
little niggas out here
Boosie,
be wild.
exactly.
It's
And
crazy.
speaking of Boosie and T.I., they got a reality show they putting together
About-
for Tootie
yeah.
and
Yeah.
King,
Yeah.
and then they're
Right,
they're
absolutely.
releasing an album together, Tip
Wow.
and Boosie. In
Oh, wow, I didn't
celebration
hear
of-
that.
Yeah, that part I didn't. I know about
they-
the reality show.
They got an album coming out together, and it's going to come out simultaneously with the reality show that they're doing for their son.
I don't
Yeah.
think they mesh well together. I don't
not
think I like
interested.
that.
They would have maybe 10 years ago.
Now, right,
The
Tip is
energy
on a
was different.
whole
Yeah,
nother.
yeah.
Boosie gonna be talking about shooting niggas. You
Hell
talking about
yeah.
you reading from the Bible, like, like
T.I. still Tip. He don't be preaching much like that.
It'll come
He
out.
had a
He
preaching
know how
album.
to,
bro.
that last
He know how to
album
turn
was
into-
straight
Yeah, it'll
preaching,
come out.
bro.
You talking
But
about,
that's because
Libra?
but he's
He had-
been on though. You know
And
what I'm
there's
saying?
nothing wrong with
But
that.
I feel like
He gonna get
people
back
know
in
how
that
to turn
old
it
bag.
on. I think that he definitely gonna come with
If he
grand
told me the Tip,
hustle.
I
It's
would.
the, it's the
I'm with it.
energy.
I think
It's the
it's, you
energy.
know, for sure.
When
I
you
like
go in the
Tip, I don't like
studio
T.I.
with goddamn Kirk Franklin,
Yeah, for
you're
sure.
gonna get something different than you would Boosie.
Yeah.
You know
That's
what
the
I'm saying?
badass.
That's two totally different spectrums.
But that's what I'm saying.
Off the
That
chain.
you say they both on different
Nah, I see
spectrums.
what
You
you're
know what I'm
saying.
saying?
Yeah.
But speaking of like kids and their fathers and drama within them,
Right.
50 Cent and his son. This has been
That other grown ass man,
Yes.
like,
and he's
Okay.
25, y'all.
but that's what's wrong with these. Now I ain't gonna say we can't even say
Privilege.
kids no more. That's what's
Marquise
wrong with
Jackson.
these other people.
Yeah,
Like,
Marquise, that's his name. Marquise Jackson, son of 50 Cent.
Right.
He's talking about 6,700.
who
Wasn't
couldn't
enough for
who
child
couldn't
support.
Give me $6,700 a month.
But,
I got you, bro.
but
good.
depending on where they at and if you grown, and I'm not trying to be funny. It's like y'all, we throw these numbers off
But
of
it's
what we
free
live
money,
off.
though.
But at the same time, if you know, no, he
Move
wasn't a
somewhere.
cut. You know,
Move somewhere where 6,700 is
you know
enough.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like
yeah.
you're grown, man.
All
Like,
that
you
stuff.
don't
I mean,
live
but he
long.
really want to mend that. It seemed like he want.
He do.
That's
I see
what he
it.
want.
in his
It's not about
eyes.
the
But do
money.
do y'all think he want to fix it
Yes,
because
yes.
of the money?
The money,
For
the
No,
money.
no.
You know?
Absolutely, 50
I feel-
is balling.
Did
You don't
see,
think I want to be near my daddy?
Did you see Lil Meech?
Yeah, Lil
Yeah, he said I spend time with your
He was
little
like,
ass.
if you give me 5 bands, I might play a game with y'all.
Yeah.
That was
Right.
bumping,
Lil Meech
you know?
savage.
I
He's
can't wait.
savage.
You like BMF?
I like BMF.
You know why he's savage? Because nigga, I grew up without a daddy too. You don't see me fucking crying, okay?
Yeah.
Damn,
But it
similar
is different,
situation.
though,
Similar
because
situation.
Big
Wow.
Meech do fuck with his son, but it's almost that nigga was in prison versus T. I mean,
But you
sorry,
know
T.
what? I
You know
look
what I'm saying?
at Marquise in these videos and I see
He just want his
that
dad's
he want his
attention.
dad
That's
back.
all he want.
Y'all gotta realize, man, no matter what we went through when I was a kid, after this life teaches you a lot of lessons, you start looking to your elders.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like I thought I was good without my father for a while, but then one day you start realizing certain things about yourself you need to understand, and you
Yeah.
get it from the people that created you.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's 25, so he's well into adulthood. He want to know. Everybody's saying it's the money, it's the money. Y'all looking from the outside, man.
But that's still his father.
It's his father.
It's his
Yeah.
father.
He missed out
But
completely.
you gotta think about-
That's
on-
because
What
of it. That's because his mama though.
His
His
mama.
mama did it.
Yeah.
You know, and at the end of
Missed
the
out
day,
on all
50
that.
Cent, it's like, yes, he's 25, but really, at 25, really, was you still, even in still,
You still young-minded,
you know what I'm
very
saying? And it's
young-minded.
like, even if he do make some jabs, you're only mad because he might have said something, you know, publicly to me. But again, that's your blood, that's your son. It's not, you know
He
what I'm
look
saying? And I
just
just
like that.
feel
He
like,
look more
at
like
the end of
50
the
Cent than
day,
50 Cent.
Yes, he does.
like,
Yeah,
you
this-
know,
this
it's
dude-
sad.
and to see your father so much, like
Everywhere.
a lot of kids, their dad is missing, and you don't have much interaction. But
Soon
every
as
time you turn on
yeah,
TV,
his shows,
he's
all that.
pretty much been top of the game his whole career in
Yeah.
some way, shape,
And you
or
know
form.
what really probably gets to him is how much he parade his other son.
Yeah.
Yeah, he throw
Yeah.
parties for him. You know what I'm saying? And you supposed to, but that would kind of, I
It-
can understand.
it could have
that
been
too.
you.
Right. That's
He
exactly
know
what
it could have been
that
him.
could
It
be-
was him.
Yes, it was.
It was him. 50 Cent seems to love his kid, but he's savage when he don't like you. It don't matter who you are.
It don't matter who
when
you
he,
are.
If he, clearly your blood.
When he done, he done.
He
done,
said that. He was like, he a
done.
grown ass man. I'm done with him.
Look at
Like,
his response. Y'all saw his response. He was in
Oh,
the
when
tub.
he was on the tub,
Yeah.
ignorant.
50
had
turned-
28
Oh,
right
I
there.
thought that was like a
No,
somebody
No.
created
50
that.
He
did
made
that.
it.
Yes, he did.
I thought
He
that
said,
was
this little nigga talking about 67
No,
and child support.
I saw it, but I
Yeah.
thought that like somebody, you know how they be making.
He
shit.
made that.
Yeah, because he posted it.
But y'all gotta
crazy.
think about it, man. For real. Your dad respond to you that way to even be that petty to. Y'all know he had to make a video,
But
shoot
but
it,
you know what he
have
did,
a crew.
though?
But
you know
he
you
did that.
all
He did that after he done tried so many times.
But
Like,
after
you know,
you
like, after
display
done
your
gave
feelings,
up.
your dad responds that way.
I know.
That
This
is
is through
crazy.
years and years.
But
of
you gotta
him
think about what
trying.
he did to even make 50 like that, though. They
Yeah,
was like,
that's
he
what I
was chilling
said.
with his ops
He-
and shit like that.
He was chilling with the
Like-
op's son.
That doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
does-
That's
years
how
and
you know what I'm
years
saying.
of
We got
acting
ops
like
ourselves.
this.
Just imagine if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
One of your children went to go.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
nah, bro.
But at the end of the
I have
day,
beef with your
they just-
dad, not you. But if it's fuck you, it's
it
fuck
don't
you.
matter.
They
like,
did try to take his
especially
life.
if you know how his dad.
They try to take my
kill
life.
That nigga.
Yeah.
That's a different type of beef. Like, nah.
Shit, we heard an
That's not
excerpt
loyalty.
from his book that he read, and he literally was saying that he was trying to help this man, trying to help the baby mama, trying
and
to
she
help
would-
them,
Yeah.
and they were not receiving this help.
She
and
was
he
one of them.
tried.
If we can't be
So,
together, I don't want nothing
yes,
from
They
you.
hit the
like,
lottery.
and I'm
They
not,
thought they
and
hit
I'm
the
not
lottery.
willing to do work. I'm not willing to do shit.
She
because
said,
I
"Ain't
don't
nobody
have to."
working that's rich or something." She said.
and that's crazy. And you got to think the mentality that 50 must have now. Okay, well, you know, shit, I give up. Like, you know, I'm done.
And that leads to a bigger conversation of just bitter baby mamas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And your mentality being pushed onto your kid. And
Yeah, that
that
shit's
seems
sad,
like what
though,
happened.
man. Like,
but I want to know if something happened to Marquise with 50 care.
I don't
He
know.
would.
He would.
I do.
Like,
only reason why I think so, just because no matter what you've been through, that's still his son.
He
You
may
know what I'm
play.
saying?
He may play like he don't, but behind closed
that's
doors, I
still
feel
his
like
son,
I feel
like-
like he would break down. Like,
Yeah.
for real.
I just can't relate to the situation because I didn't
I
have
don't
my
know,
father.
You don't think so?
because
I didn't have
You
my
don't think
father, but
so?
my.
Even though that's his son, you don't think so? For real?
I don't know.
You know why I
feel
think he would? Because
like-
if he didn't care that much, he would have never even responded. Think about that. Like they say, when
He's
if you-
petty though. He responds to everything.
That's true too. That well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
everything.
That's
Nothing
true.
gets past this
That's
dude.
true too.
He's still talking about Ja Rule 30 years
right.
later.
That, and Ja Rule ain't said a damn thing.
30
like,
years.
Yo, he
What
brought
you was
up-
about to say, Tasty?
Right, my bad.
Because
Right, my
I
bad.
want to hear this.
You was like, you don't know.
Yeah,
You said you don't think he'd
ain't
do
gonna
it?
care.
Oh no, I don't think, because I just feel like he grimy, and I feel like at the end of the day,
the son or 50.
50 Cent. And I
Okay.
just feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's no different. I think that if maybe he wasn't rich and he wasn't in the limelight and had so much money and went out and spewed like, I hate him so much, maybe, but the type of man that 50 Cent is, and he's so prideful and he's so I hate him,
narcissistic.
you know what I'm saying, that even if he was hurt like deep down inside, he would never show no type of remorse in that situation. I don't think ever, just because
he don't have it.
He
don't. It's not in him.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, he's been shot 9 times and lived.
And
After
his
that,
mom
nigga,
died.
you're invincible.
He grew up differently.
He may not, but I also feel like he's been hurt by their rejection, if that makes sense. Before,
yeah, that was his first real family.
That made him harden up toward them. Does that make sense?
Yeah. But y'all gotta think about it like this, though. How the fuck do you end up that way? What rejection? Because think about the personality that he has.
Yeah.
Think about dealing with that. Like, we got to deal with him. He
But
probably
maybe
he treated you some type of way because he the one with the money. Because you remember he did say in the book that he was petty with his wife when she wasn't doing what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
His baby mama, he's him.
Yeah.
Think about him.
No, that's
he's
true.
not. We painted
I'm
like
not
he's a
saying
good
he's
guy or
not
something. This
difficult.
dude is
I'm not saying
savage.
he's
I'm not
a good
painting,
dude.
and that's why I'm saying
I'm
he
not
won't
saying
give a
that.
Like, he don't give a
Because-
fuck about nobody close to him. He fall out with everybody in G Unit.
Yeah.
He fall out with his
Nah, he
son.
still fuck with Tony Yayo, though.
You remember he fell out with him a couple years ago. They just got
Yayo
back because
crawled back,
Yayo
like,
gonna
he
kiss
crawled-
that
he
ass.
I'm just
understand.
trying to find
On a
a
different
reason
level.
as to why somebody could be like that.
He don't
That's
give a
all,
fuck.
It's like, good Lord.
It's because he been shot and he
That's
ain't
why I
had no
said he
mama.
got shot 9 times. Like, when
What?
you that close to death and you feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, he probably like, oh well, I know I'm supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just
I'm
it's a
God.
lot.
And this is a
I don't
over.
feel that
We
way.
see this replay over and over and over. Every couple years, they go through some shit, and at the end of the day, it's a father and a son. If we
Yeah.
take out the
A lot of
celebrity
celebrities
aspect of
always
it,
have estranged
Yeah.
kids they don't fuck with.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's
It's the-
always before the fame kids.
you know,
Yeah.
it's
You know
the
what I'm
money,
saying?
man. The money
Oh,
make you
it
not
changed
give a
people.
fuck.
Right.
Speaking of replay, let's go into the replay with TK.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
What's up? So this one, y'all, it was a recent movie. I wasn't gonna do Samaritan, I just didn't feel like it. So I did the movie I hadn't seen it in a while. It was called Last Seen Alive with Gerard Butler. I thought it was Russell Crowe, but no, his name is Gerard Butler. He's from fucking Scottish. That's why he got that accent.
That accent.
But
From
this
Scotland.
movie, y'all, it was just so cut and dry. So the base of the movie was him and his wife was going through some problems. You know what I'm saying? He was a architect or whatever, so he had bread, stuff like that. So they go to a gas station. How it started off was they were going to have a separation. Now, mind you, they did a flashback. She's real dark and shit like that. So they was having problems, and apparently she whole life cheated on this nigga while they was, you know what I'm saying, while she had one of her separations and shit. So he like, we know what happened last time you wanted to separate. So long story short, he driving her to her parents' house so she can cool off or whatever. So they go into the damn he's pumping gas. She goes into the gas station to get a water, whatever. Shorty never come back out. So he looking like, oh shit, what happened? So,
I started watching that.
yeah,
Okay.
it was, like I said,
She got kidnapped
Yeah,
at
she
the
got
gas station.
kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? So come to find out, it was like a crackhead that was working for her parents or some shit like that. But like I said, it was just real cut and dry. Y'all, so the type of movies I like twists, thrillers, like that. At the end, you like, dang, that did not happen.
There was no twist
It
in
was
the movie.
nothing.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It
No, I
literally-
never watched the movies, but I actually watched that the other
It
day.
literally, she was kidnapped. He turned into fucking Superman and found her and saved her.
It was like a knockoff Taken.
That's exactly what it was. You know what I'm saying?
It was
The reason
cookie
why
cutter.
I even watched it
Yeah.
is because of Gerard Butler. I fuck with Gerard Butler. You know
He's
what I'm saying? Like,
he's starting to age.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Hell,
Yeah.
they all are though.
Yeah, look, if we're getting older, they're getting older.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Type
he
shit.
definitely looked like an old man in that video.
Right, and it was just like it was retarded. The
What
movie
you
was just-
rate it?
What you rated?
This
man?
one, this shit got like a 2. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like this shit was.
Not a
I
two.
was so mad when the fucking credits hit. Like I just
Yeah,
knew
yeah.
something
No,
was
you
about
want
to
to know the
happen.
I
like-
didn't
craziest
enjoy
thing?
it.
I think it would have probably been better if she would have been dead.
Yeah.
Like
Right,
the fact
or
that he
just-
saved
or
her,
like
she was
she had
just
something
right
to do with
there.
it or
Now,
something,
like,
Yeah,
like-
something to
like,
do with it. It was like, oh,
And then
man saves
everybody
girl.
Now you're
had
not
to-
leaving him anymore. And now
Everybody had to freaking ask questions who had died. Like,
Yeah.
come, that shit was pissing me
Yeah,
off. Like,
yeah.
where's my wife?
And no,
They're
you
dead.
know, you
Like-
know what was making me mad? Sorry, what he was going through. So nobody saw him this whole time
In that
going through the
meth field?
field.
Right, with
Nobody
that
saw
damn
him with
Right.
this gun?
Dog.
Nobody.
And he just knocking everybody.
He
the
punching
fuck
people out like
Because
on
he's the
some
equalizer.
yeah. type shit.
Yeah, it's the age old story. Man has girl, falls in love,
Right.
saves.
She gets taken.
Yeah,
She come
it's-
out all bruised, smiling.
No, she wasn't. They just be dirty a little bit.
Right.
But they had messed
He
up.
carried her.
Nope.
And mind you,
Yeah.
this nigga never went to jail for none of this shit. This nigga whole life kidnapped somebody,
Yeah.
beat this nigga in the trunk, and was like,
And murdered people in the meth house.
yes, he did.
Yeah.
And the cop
Sure
knew
did.
about it.
Shot
Like,
nigga.
it
Yeah.
was just...
Crazy.
What's
I
your mom
think-
say? I like for life.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I think just like I said with the other movies, it's just I feel like they're rushing movies. It's just
Yeah.
like
They
It's
are.
just they found
Just-
what works. They do it in entertainment period.
And it's-
I keep
right.
saying it happens in music. They keep
Yup.
making the same song,
Yeah.
same format. they
Netflix
do
be
it with
shoving
movies and
shit down our
TV shows.
throats
Yeah.
like,
They do.
here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go.
What is it called? Sex, lies, videotape. It's what we interested in. Murder, sex, drugs.
Yeah,
That's
for
the
sure.
same. They're gonna give it to you every way, every
man,
time.
That shit was terrible.
Right.
Right, that's what you need to have little sound effects. Right, like,
It
that wasn't a good one, Gerard Butler. I'm sorry.
Damn.
That's the replay with TK. This British nurse, the British nurse trial.
Lucy Letby, a 32-year-old from Manchester, England. She's charged with the deaths of 5 baby boys and 2 baby girls. She's a nurse in Manchester, England, and she's charged with the attempted murder also of 7 more babies that she was in the NICU for. What do you call it? On the clock. When
okay, that's what you're saying.
When
She was
all
on
the
call. Yeah,
babies
yeah.
were killed.
So you were
And she's-
definitely there.
Yeah, she's accused of shooting them with insulin and air.
Yeah,
Oh,
in their
and they
bloodstream.
think, yeah,
God.
girl, did you
Yeah.
see the fucking sticky notes?
Yes, and she left a post-it note.
Oh, you're
saying
saying
she's
she did it on
evil,
purpose or
I
something
hate
like that?
myself,
Yeah.
and
Is she
I'm
dead?
a horrible person. No. She's on trial right now.
Yeah, like
she's
the
on
case.
trial.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
She's
Yeah.
actually
These are the
on
notes
trial
they
right
found.
now.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like you're using them
and
evidence.
one mom apparently walked in while she was supposedly in the middle of injecting the baby with insulin, and the mom was like, "What is that?" And she's like, "Oh, nothing. It's gonna help him. He's okay. He's okay."
And you never think to question
Yeah.
nurses. People just be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
fucking cracking the
I'll
damn
be
vibe.
like, what's that?
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. When you have
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first
had
had kids, I didn't ask a lot of questions.
That-
I mean,
you just happen to
just
see them in the
assume
world.
that-
yeah, you
You
assume.
assume they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
No, motherfucker. What's that?
What is that? What are you doing? Why his leg look like
They
that?
be like, oh, it's called kakalaka. You just
I don't like how they move with a certain urgency, but it's with everything but the kids sometimes. Like, y'all ever notice, like, once the
They real
baby's
rough.
born, they take that motherfucking afterbirth out, go get rid of it real
Right.
quick. They gotta
And then
take it. and
6
do what they
hours
do.
later, they wash
Then
it.
it's like they roughing up your baby while they do it. So I'll be watching.
Yeah.
I'm watching. What the fuck is? Why are you slamming my baby and doing what you're doing?
But they do-
Wipe
and
it so
they're
hard.
defensive.
You know
They
what I'm
have
saying?
to.
they
though.
do that so much. Our babies are only special to us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
this
saying?
is a
Like,
part
They're
of the
not
job.
being
Five of them
rough.
big
She's
headed
not
motherfuckers.
slamming her down.
Right.
She's not. You're just. You want her to be like. And she's
You
not
better
gonna do that.
Gently
Like,
wipe my child, bitch.
The recent children that came up is what got her in the spotlight in the first place. So the other babies end up coming up because they had similar deaths. Like,
Hey,
they
so
all
is
had
all this
similar
happening
deaths.
in insane, like right after the other? Is it time? Lots of like, what is the time span?
It's like within like maybe a month or two, like.
Okay, so
every
you
month or
just a
so,
stupid
she'll
bitch.
just-
So they
she'll
they
go
didn't see the
through
causes of death. They were just like,
all the causes. This is why.
Oh, okay.
This is why. They're
But this
saying
is
she
what's
did it,
going
like,
on
because
now.
of-
Like she's on
Oh.
trial
Because the
now.
causes of death are the same. The
That-
insulin,
that's
the
what you're
air,
saying.
and she's claiming to be innocent. I didn't do it.
That's
She's saying not
crazy.
guilty.
After you left the
Yeah.
sticky notes, I
right.
get it.
Shit, I hate people. Like
And
So you
it's,
just
you know,
She's gonna go.
And
She crazy.
because
Yeah.
you know and kid is what I think it's rapists and kid. When you go to jail, bro, that is game.
Yeah.
over.
How can you
Like,
do that
it's a
though? Like
code,
little
like,
babies, like just go through
Hey,
it. It just makes
people
no
are
sense.
fucking.
When I
sick,
was
man.
younger, I used to always think that the world was going into a dark place, and it was going to take us a long time to get there. You know, it's always
Oh, no,
been
we there
bullshit.
now.
It been bullshit going on,
Yeah.
but now the kids are dying and getting killed by adults like a lot.
You know how I knew it got real when
like
I watched.
it's like normal to hear now.
That aliens movie was it?
They used to
Equilibrium?
protect children. Yeah.
And one of the scenes was the alien had went into a hospital and put the little alien thing in all them pregnant women.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, if they do that
Was
to
that
some kids,
what was that movie?
That
'Cause
was
I remember
Alien
seeing
versus
it.
Predator.
I remember seeing
Yes.
that. That was
After that, I
disturbing.
was like, oh yeah, we in the dark times.
Yeah,
now.
we in the
Yeah.
dark
Like,
time.
remember when all that was off
Yeah.
limits in
Yeah.
movies and they don't give a fuck anymore.
I remember when a kid was about to die, they would insinuate it.
Right.
Yeah, but
And
they
then-
would never show.
Shit,
Yeah,
like a
now-
kid.
he hella bit Georgie's arm off, bro. Like that shit.
Now
threw
they're
me,
doing
bro.
some wild shit,
Yeah.
y'all.
But y'all think-
That was a.
Yeah, see,
I
that
remember
shit
thinking,
got
dang,
dark.
that's where we
Yeah.
are
Big
now.
nigga
That's
arm
so
off.
scary. Y'all have a baby and then y'all gotta leave y'all baby to this nurse who
Yeah.
does
God.
It's just scary.
But that's the thing. I didn't even like in the hospital. The baby wasn't never around me. The only time he wasn't around me is when he went go get circumcised.
Yeah, real shit. Yeah, that's
my baby stayed right
the
there.
whole time.
Yeah,
like you're not taking her nowhere.
Like you can do the blood work here. You can come here. You can bring
yes.
your stuff here.
And I don't
that's
like
why
when
a lot
they
of
be like,
parents
"Oh,
do
well,
that
I got
now.
text with me." No, I want the people who work here. Like, don't get no college kids around me. Like,
And we're trusting these people with our kids, and you don't know what they're going through. Because they always say mental illness. Them
That shit
demons,
real,
man.
huh?
I think it's demons, man. When
Yeah.
you look at a newborn baby and you see
Any
something
type
you
of
want to kill,
adolescence,
that
yeah,
shit is
like,
wild.
it's demonic.
What type of hate and darkness you got up in your spirit, man?
but then you got some
That
people like,
shit
"Oh,
weird.
well, God told me to do it." You know what I'm saying? That should be like.
Is your
Because in her
God's
note she
name
said, I
Lucifer?
can never, I
He
can
was
never
an
have
angel, too.
kids. I can't take
Right.
care of them. Like I'm not able to have kids.
So-
and I'm not able
oh,
to take
so
care of
it's-
them.
oh, okay.
And I'm a,
So you're
I'm a
jealous you
horrible,
couldn't have
evil
kids.
person. And that's what she was saying in the post-it note. Is that she just evil.
So
and
why,
horrible.
if you can have, well, so I wondered, did she find out if she couldn't have kids while she was working or after?
No, she
don't
been
know.
new. Let me not say it correct because I don't know.
Right,
But
'cause I
I
was
be
like-
thinking sometimes like women who can't, they work in fields like that because
So
it's
they
kind of
could-
fulfilling.
So they
But
can be
I
around
think that would make
children.
you worse though, because it's like you gotta
I mean,
deal
it
with
did,
something.
you know?
You see what I'm saying?
It
Like
did.
that you can't take home. That's
my
gonna
God.
piss you off.
Yeah.
So you're not taking him home either. Like, I know that sounds so fucked up, but
Yes.
it's for real though. Like people crazy, man.
That shit is
Like,
disturbing,
ridiculous,
man.
man.
Just to hear it, and she's dead ass serious. She confessed, so it's a cut.
No. There wasn't a confession
I thought
saying
the
that she
no,
actually
no,
did
the
it.
note she wrote him, but
She
now
just
she's
wrote a
saying
note
she said I'm innocent.
saying
now.
that she's innocent, like saying that she didn't do anything.
Yeah, that jail started
Like, I
looking a little
didn't do
real
it.
to you,
Man,
huh?
I'm trying
You
to
saw
tell
it in your near future.
yeah, you thought because she was a white woman.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
Why?
England Princess
Be a
finna-
white woman.
Right.
Oh, your ass going to jail, bitch.
Yeah, you're going to prison.
And they don't play that with them kids in jail,
Yeah.
man. For real.
And it's
like-
not even like, they don't know you murdered.
Oh, that's not.
You know what
Yes,
I'm
they
saying?
know.
Like,
yes.
Death penalty.
You're a
instantly.
murderer.
If she don't get the death penalty, she'll be in
Right.
24-hour lockdown.
Yeah.
Because once she wrote them notes, you knew what you were doing was wrong. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? So
Right.
I think she's trying to rely on being an innocent white woman.
Right.
And once that shit don't work, I think she's gonna kill herself.
Right.
Once
No
that
Jay
gavel
Pauley.
come down,
Yeah.
and they like whatever. Oh, she was found hung in her cell type shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
go ahead and hang yourself, bitch.
Yeah.
Nicholas didn't get the death penalty.
Right. Speaking
Fucking
of
shoulda.
this fucking school shooting, so do y'all know the original story and
Yeah,
how it
go-
started?
shit,
Tell us
run
the
it
original
down.
story.
episode. This is America.
How about you
down.
remind these people?
Man,
remind these people
okay.
what happened.
So on February 14th, that was actually Valentine's Day in 2018, Nicholas Cruz, at the age of 24, killed 14 students and 3 staff members at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland, Florida. He went shooting in like numerous classrooms with an AR-15 style assault rifle, and like he had a 6-minute rampage actually killing, and he it was like 17 other students and staff
That
members,
was
teachers, like
wounded.
miscellaneous, not
Yeah.
miscellaneous, excuse me, but just they didn't specify
Yeah.
that was harmed in that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck did he even get to school? Like, he was able to do a lot of damage, in that little 6-minute time that he was going around there, you know what I'm saying? And killing, he killed a lot of people. And then fast forward to now, October 13th, Thursday, they're only giving him,
Life.
yeah, life without parole. Okay, so the jury, it was 7 men and 5 women, and it was only a verdict after 7.5 hours of deliberation, and it was only like a 60-day trial, and they saying that they're only recommending him to have life without parole, but he's not getting the death penalty. That's what it's going to be. His team is saying that it's mental health and brain damage caused by fatal and alcohol syndrome, but the state is saying that, he has social personality disorder, meaning he just kind of weird, he crazy, and that's why he went to kill them up.
Yeah.
But the jury believed him, and he's getting life.
A lot of people also, and I know a lot of people don't believe a life for a life. Like I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, they should die."
Does
but
that
a lot
make
of
it
people
better
Don't
if
believe
you're
that it's
killing
going to
them?
do anything.
Yeah.
Like, what is killing him going to do when he just killed him? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't believe that.
But
I don't think they should get the
Well,
death
I mean,
penalty,
but I
a
mean,
lot of people don't
it just
believe that.
depends on how you looking at it. Because how are
I
you
bet the death
saying?
penalty is too easy. Like I
And
feel
you
like
right-
he should
and-
suffer.
Oh,
too.
yeah, I can look at it like that,
Even on
yeah.
top of that, how are you You're saying that I'm wrong for killing, so you're going to kill?
It makes sense. Yeah.
It doesn't.
I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I feel like he should. Like, I think about that shit in 2 ways. I feel like I don't want you alive because you get a chance to laugh.
You want him to get tortured every Wednesday at 2
Yeah,
o'clock?
because
Type shit.
Yeah, but think
I
about it
was
like
six-
this.
So they have
If
that
you're-
in
my
other
gang
countries
is-
though, where
Yeah,
they do like
look, my
torture
kid
and
is
stuff.
Only in
dead.
foreign countries.
My
Yes,
kid
they
is
do.
dead. They don't
Why
have
do
a
you get to
future.
live?
Yeah,
and
the-
you
the-
just get
man,
to laugh
the
in jail. It's gonna be
families-
times when somebody make you laugh. You're gonna play
people be
cards. You're gonna
yeah,
enjoy
you're in jail and it
yourself.
sucks, but
Yeah, you gonna-
still,
it's
You're
gonna-
still living
still
a life
living.
just
You get a
in
life.
prison. But I mean, but does that make it right to take a life?
I think he need to be dead because if he's free or if he's alive, he has the opportunity
Either
to
way,
do it
he's still
again.
You know, that
You gotta-
sends a message to people. That sends a message to another person like, well, I could do that too and claim the same thing and make my lawyer use that case. You know what I'm saying?
Or they'll just kill me.
That's how they
Yeah.
make laws.
Hell
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
No, don't
They be
kill
like
him.
so and so versus this one.
Yep.
Yeah,
Don't kill
yeah.
him. Keep him alive. Let him live in
torture him
jail.
every Tuesday.
they gonna get his ass every
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Oh, they
once,
about to-
they,
man,
Thursday,
every day.
once they realize exactly who he is, because they know who
Yeah,
he is.
yeah. And that's why I said people like that, like with that nurse, they have to be in solitary confinement
Yeah,
because
protected.
other
Yeah.
inmates will. That's your ass.
Yeah.
Like it's. You know what I'm saying? It's always a code in jail. It's no women and no kids.
Yeah.
You break that code, bro, you might as well be there.
Don't
by
the
yourself.
cooks be putting
Yeah.
like mop water in your
Hell,
spitting in your
Oh,
food and
pissing,
shit?
everybody
glass.
try to kill you.
It's all you
Yeah.
never get a
Yeah.
peaceful day, and that's why I don't want them
And
to
the guards
necessarily
ain't
die.
no better. They'll see
Yeah.
you finna go to see the nurse real quick and take you around the corner and beat the hell out of you. You know, that
But
shit
the
real.
I'm not gonna lie, that headline did kind of throw me off. Which I mean, I ain't gonna kill him.
right.
The families are really, you know what I'm
That's-
saying?
they
Like all
outraged,
the,
like,
you
that's
know,
fucked
they,
up.
but
That's
they
understandable.
are prolonging the actual sentencing because his people had brought up a new thing where they really just trying to prolong it. Where the victim statements and the victims have a right to speak on
Oh,
it
and address him and
you
shit
know
like that.
all that.
Yeah,
but that's
before the verdict
actually
comes
his
down.
people are using that as a, you know what I'm saying, because he can
Let them
speak
speak to him.
right?
Yeah.
You know,
So if he
but-
fucking crazy, he don't understand what I'm saying anyway.
you know,
That
so,
motherfucker
you
know exactly
I think
what
they
the
said
fuck
that
going on.
his
Hell
sentencing
yeah.
is going to proceed. I think like November 1st.
Bro, when
And
you-
then that's
I
when
think
he's going to
motherfuckers
get
like that too. Also, law is not that hard to study. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so many loopholes and shit like that. You know how many people plead insanity a day? Like that is one of the easiest cop outs. Oh, send them to a sane asylum. I would rather be in a padded room than in a jail with this big ass nigga who finna rape me. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you
Like,
think that though? Them crazy homes.
I mean,
all
they're
of
not
them,
easy
you just
either. But if
depend-
I had to choose, I'd rather go to a
so you would rather be strapped the fuck down?
what they're-
hell,
No, you
to
think
be
that you
gonna-
held the fuck down by Tyrone in the game.
but what
Like,
they're
okay.
trying to, the thing that they're saying is you're not capable of making that choice. Tyrone is your pattern.
you know what I'm
Like,
saying? For real, like that shit-
Said, I'm tired.
right.
we both tired. It's bedtime. Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but I don't want to see nothing good for him.
And that shit is
and I feel like
sad.
him
It's
living is
unfortunate,
good because it's
man.
always beauty in
One
life.
of the jurors in that case disagreed with the verdict.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know, but it
Yeah.
has to be
Yeah.
unanimous.
They
you know what I'm
threatened
saying?
Put
one
that
of the
nigga
other,
down.
You saw that?
Yeah.
You see that how they threatened one of the jurors?
No,
in there?
I
Like
didn't
within
see
the
that.
jury room, like one of the jurors threatened the other jurors saying he need a death penalty. Like,
Well,
yeah,
y'all
like,
know
they
if
threatened
somebody
life.
disagree, you got to keep going.
You have
Yeah.
to.
You gotta
Yeah,
keep-
hell,
you
that's
gotta
why it's still a
stay.
7-hour.
He
yes.
told the judge because he was scared for his life.
We all saw that Martin episode where Cole kept messing up.
Hey man, R.I.P. to all of those children.
Yeah.
And this
and teachers.
these
Right.
shootings, these school shootings,
It's getting
and
worse
it's
and
getting
worse.
worse
They
and
out
worse.
of
Control.
It's
Because how
scary.
the fuck did
becoming
he
regular.
even get in the school? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
You
saying?
can't just walk up to a school and open the door.
You know what I'm saying?
My kids go there and I can't even walk
Like
in
I
there.
don't
Yeah.
understand how you like did. That's the real.
Because he's
that's
a white man.
a pure white man.
When we were-
I'm
when we
being
were
real.
younger-
when I go see my kids at school,
It's a button.
ID. I
It's
can't
a
just
button.
yeah.
But
hell
they
that's what I'm
gotta,
saying.
they gotta look
Like,
at you in the
Who are
camera.
you here for again?
Then you gotta
What is
say
your
it's a
name?
lie.
You know damn well who the
Look,
fuck I am.
this
I got-
this door
Y'all,
leads to
I got-
another door.
I got
No,
damn
it
near
does.
6
It
kids
does.
in the same
It's a
school.
door
Like,
and then
in
it's a
school,
little
it's
middle
door,
section.
and there's another door
And
that
then
they
you
have
can
to lock. Yeah, it's crazy.
And you got through all of them like
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand how. That's the real question, and that's where the real crime. Should those
Yeah.
people who let him in the school be
Absolutely.
charged?
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Where are the questions?
'cause
Where
it
the
had to be a school
outrage?
official.
You see what I'm saying? I don't understand
Nobody's
why
just
the
holding the door
right
like, "Yeah, you coming to
questions
school?"
are
Like-
not being answered. How did he get in the school?
Hey,
With
man,
this
look.
AK
I just think nowadays
assault
AR-15,
rifle-
yes.
Just grrrr.
that's
you
that
know
shit you
what?
pull out the trunk like
No,
Yeah.
look,
You know what I'm saying? You
my
need to
daughter
just-
came to me the other day and
That's
said they
wild.
had like an active shooter drill. I think that's so crazy.
That's
they have
sad.
to do
I
that.
would've
They said they
started
make
crying.
them like
And she
yeah.
said she was so scared, like, because
I
the
would've started
principal
crying
came on and
if-
said, okay, we got a code such and such, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
And she had to
I'd
go
have to
against
homeschool
the
the baby.
wall, and the teacher was like, everybody be quiet.
That's
and
how-
blah, blah,
yeah.
blah.
So now you gotta
That's-
freak
that's
me
their
out just to
version.
teach me.
She
Yeah.
was terrified.
That's
and I
their
was like,
version of
God,
The
why?
Stop, drop, and roll the tornado.
drills? Yeah.
Because
When you gotta get on
right,
in the
I seen a
hallway.
little meme,
Remember
but
that?
it's like, what the fuck is this desk gonna stop? No.
It's awful.
Thank
Oh
you.
my
What is
God.
being
You
in the
didn't think
hallway
about
like
it
this
back
finna do?
then, but really,
Nigga, we
what
all
was that
finna
going
die.
to do? For real, that motherfucking tornado sweep through that bitch. It's over with.
Right.
Yeah,
no,
no,
but
that
it's not
active
gonna take
shooter
this
shit
wood
is
top
really-
off his
At least
desk,
you're
though.
not looking at it. That's what
Right.
they try. You don't want to see it.
Right.
You know what? The roof fall. You go under the desk and
It's
then
over.
Now you're
with.
trapped and you can't get out. So
Yeah, for real.
it's designed to hold us down, so it's not a loose body.
Stupid.
And they worried about his. And the thing that kills me is they're worried about his mental health.
That's
What about
right.
the parents?
Yeah,
what
what
about the
about, you know,
parents,
yeah.
man? My kid died in a
Siblings,
crazy
the-
way
yeah.
on Valentine's Day.
Right.
Imagine what you was doing when that
You
happened.
try to
And-
get you.
but see, I feel like
just trying
that
to be in
goes to
love.
show you, like, you're not crazy, bro. That shit, that's too strategically planned,
you
bro.
know,
And that's
You know
the thing
what I'm
that
saying?
always
Like,
kills
come
me. They
on, bro.
always try to say it's mental issues that made him go kill people. How come your mental issue don't make you go outside and build something? Like, why
Right.
does it always
Or
equal
go shoot
you
somebody
doing?
who needs to be shot.
It
like,
doesn't make any sense. I need somebody to explain
what
that
does
to me.
innocence have to do?
Like, how
yeah.
come I'm so mentally fucked up? I built a whole house. You know what I'm saying? You ain't
I'm
never
so
heard
crazy,
that.
I got rich.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
your ass just. Why did you pick that school or children? Why didn't you go into a UPS,
Right.
a FedEx?
Or the
Why
first
is
person
it?
you saw when you got outside?
Yeah.
Like, you strategically drove to that school and
got
got
the
certain
gun.
time.
You had to hide the gun.
Thank
You
you.
to get
concealed
in the
it
school
because you just
think
you know-
AR-15 is.
Man.
Come
Thank
on,
you.
bro.
So y'all trying to tell me you so mentally fucked up? You loaded up that gun, packed it up, went to the school. This is steps.
Yeah.
This- you got enough.
That's premeditated
wherewithal.
And you shot
murder.
people to
There you
kill
go.
them.
Premeditated,
There you go.
and y'all giving
Right.
him like
you had to know how to
Yeah.
shoot. 'Cause
Yeah.
even if you just spraying like that, you know what I'm saying?
and
Like,
allow y'all let him go on a 6-minute rampage.
Six-
So that's
you know how
that's a
long that
long
is?
time of shooting.
these
a long
police
time.
response
Of
times
shooting, you know
are
what I'm saying?
ridiculous.
Okay,
Like-
wait. Now, 6 minutes is a long time, but also it's not a long time.
It is a
It
long
probably
time.
took them 6
You-
minutes
if
to
me
get
and
there.
you start
That's a long
tussling
time.
right now for 6 minutes, we gonna be stupid out of breath.
Kissing.
Like,
Think about it. People, it's just all in what the actual act is.
If we
you
call the
think if they
police right
kissing-
now, it's going to take them over 6 minutes to get
I know, but that's what I'm saying. But even in still,
But
like,
imagine
in
being
that-
in it.
What are you supposed to
imagine
do,
being in
y'all?
it, and you just hear the. That's gotta be the longest 6 minutes.
If we
ever.
was at fucking Walmart right now and somebody
Yeah.
starts shooting,
Yeah.
it would take you a couple minutes to just get yourself situated. Like, I gotta, where are my kids? I gotta hide. Like, what do you want
why I
these
don't take
people
the
to
kids
do?
But I told myself,
What y'all want to do?
But see, I said that the last podcast we had, I was like, me personally, I ain't saying I'm fucking Superman or nothing, but I know I've lived a longer life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, me
You willing to
personally,
die for them children.
I would, though,
I would,
dead
yeah,
ass.
for
Like,
sure.
you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And that's the part I don't understand.
Instinctually.
Like, right.
Like,
it comes
fuck it.
natural. Like,
I'm out. Yeah,
how
I'm
are you a
make more
gym teacher
kids.
and you running down the hallway and this kid's in here about to get killed? Like,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like,
and you ain't gonna be able to live with yourself anyway.
exactly.
What were you doing?
You,
you can make more kids.
No, I'm not.
can't.
Wait. I'm talking about as
Like,
a-
nah, I'm just playing.
I'm talking about for
kidding.
protecting those
I'm
kids.
just kidding.
like-
No, that's
Yeah.
your job.
Yeah,
You
you-
know, I
when they
really,
go to
it's
school-
not funny. I was kidding. You know, but
Yeah.
that is your job. You know what I'm
You're
saying?
the-
Even like a teacher,
My
that
kid is your responsibility until they get home.
So for
Imagine
you know,
walking out the room.
yeah.
Like, if somebody come up in that bitch and you shoot, you be like, all right, y'all, bye, little. You know, you pissed me off last week.
You
Anyway,
know,
you
type
gotta sit
shit,
down. You know, what is the.
Them ain't my kids.
You know-
Like, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Right, because
But
they
that's
got
what the
kids to
cops
go
did.
home. You
That's,
know,
yep, that's what the
That
cops
is
did
what
in that
them cops
last
did in
shooting.
the other shooting. Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
fired the entire
And they got their
precinct.
kids, and they got their kids out though, but
Yeah,
they didn't
yeah,
want to
yeah.
get. Come on now.
Yeah.
wow,
no,
it's
it's good.
sad.
I mean, you didn't want to see your kids in school, man.
All right.
I told
RIP to
you,
those
man.
victims.
Right, man. We need some positivity.
Diamonds.
Right.
Right,
Please,
hey,
please.
Diamonds in the rough. Can we get our
Right.
Can we get our diamonds in the rough
I'm
segment?
gonna go to a positive child. Okay, guys.
right, there you
okay,
go.
I'm gonna go to 15-year-old Karis Rogers. She was bullied growing up, and she created an anti-bully movement and a clothing line called
Oh,
Flexing
check
in
that
My
out.
Complexion.
Oh,
Okay.
Hey, that's
And
fire.
she was
I like that
bullied
name.
for
Right.
her complexion, being darker skinned, and she
Right.
went to a school in LA in first grade and was bullied by classmates, and they refused to play with her.
bogus.
They were even asked to do a project where they draw themselves, and the teacher handed her a black crayon instead of a brown one.
No, the
So
fuck
the
you
next
didn't.
year, her mom pulled her out. Her and her sister pulled her out and moved her to a different school, but she was still bullied by black kids now. So she was just tired of being bullied, and she wanted to do something with it. Her mom gave her $100 and her sister $100 to start a t-shirt line. They started a t-shirt line. They ended up selling 10,000 t-shirts and made over $110,000 in revenue that first
Now I'm
year.
rich. Fuck you.
So that
Yeah.
eventually led her to be
fire.
the youngest child to do New York Fashion Week.
Hey.
She
I think I
walked
saw her.
she walked the runway
that's
in
what's up.
America's Next Top Model.
Hey,
She was on
that's
the Harvey
fire.
Show.
Now you gotta watch her on
Yeah.
TV.
She was featured on a Nike ad on their
That's
website.
fire.
She's basically doing the damn thing
Yeah.
now. And she said her family helped her a lot with it by always calling her beautiful. You're
Yeah.
beautiful. Don't
Yeah.
worry about
Just
it.
by Mom Dukes
Yes.
taking her out to school.
And her
right?
grandmother
Yeah.
actually gave her their inspiration for the name. She always said, "Look, you need to flex in your complexion."
That-
And I'm gonna end with a quote by her, and she says, "I'm just an average kid. I like average things. I don't think people should judge anyone by their color. I don't think I should be judged by my color. I'm just a regular kid. I like playing. I like singing. I like dancing." And I believe everybody should be treated equal. And that's what she says.
That's beautiful.
That is,
Absolutely. That's
man.
fire.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Shout
Y'all
out
go
to
check
this
out
girl. What's her
Flexing in My
name?
Complexion, Karis Rogers.
Hey, shout
Right,
out
I'm
to
gonna check
Karis
that out
Rogers.
for real.
Flexing in my complexion. That's actually very clever play on words. Hey, that was another episode.
Yay.
Yo,
You on?
I am
okay.
Cashews,
It's your boy
Yo,
TK.
Diamonds.
It's your girl Tasty.
and we are.
Hip Hop Millennials Podcast.
Thank you.
Hey, y'all. Peace out.
Thank y'all for listening.
Hey,
See y'all
tune
next
in,
week.
subscribe, like, share,
Subscribe.
share,
Hit
like.
Hit the button 3
Hit that
times
shit
if
one
you're
time,
crazy.
share it to
It
your
don't
shout
cost
share it to
nothing.
your bitch, share it to your baby mama.
And I know you motherfuckers is listening, so I need them subscriptions right
Right,
there.
ASAP.
Click that button.